Attempt not to freeze myself to death. It'll be fine. Why are you not logged in, you stupid thing? Gotta find its settings at some point. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. That's logged up. That's going good. There's stories. Oh, that's cute. There we go. Alright. Sounds like we're all good. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm assuming that's... Ah, it's Cyril's. Interesting. You have a little bit of background noise, by the way, Cyril. Not sure what it is.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Usually my mic doesn't pick up any background noise. This is actually kind of exciting.
I know. I was like, what's that noise? It doesn't sound like Galmor as usual. Okay. Hello and welcome, dear patrons, to the Tables of Tartarus, a chapter of Purgatory Corner. Today I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and we shall be continuing the tale of Tyrant's Wrath. Come on in, take a seat, let your imagination run free. As always, I am here with Ania, or Storyestry on Twitch, Cyril, Gelmar, Dakota, Rue, and Sapphire. Hi guys, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Make sure my audio is good. Wow, for first time, my audio
And
actually
we've decided that it's canon that Gelmar has the lizard tendril mountain man beard, right?
Heck no.
Just the fucking Davy Jones's face.
Yeah.
All right, so last episode you guys did a shopping sesh, which somehow we managed to make not boring, and honestly, I'm very impressed with you guys. It's the first time I've encountered a shopping sesh that didn't end up being I'm going over here and buying this thing for like 10 minutes. Very rarely have I encountered a good shopping sesh, but it was a very nice shopping sesh. So what we did last episode, ladies and gents, was actually rather simple. Rue went ahead and asked Boren, Iron Fist? Fire Fist? Boren something.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, thank you. Asked Boren Iron Fist whether or not he was able to make her plate armor. He stated that there is a very special type of metal called tritium that was found in the Elven area. It's one of the only metals that is native to the Elysian Glade, which is also why dwarves can't find it. And he told her that if she can somehow convince the elves to give her some tritium, which is an incredibly rare metal, he would actually make a full plate armor set for her. He mostly said this probably in a form of jest because it's a ridiculous concept to him, but we'll see. And then she also went down to the Orcan area to the south of Harmonious Haven, where she got some tattoos from the orcs. Eliza Foxfang was actually the person who brought you to the tattoos. And then an old man, I think it was old man orc, who didn't give out his name, actually gave you the tattoos properly. You got a tattoo on your back, which gave you +1 AC, a tattoo on your right hand, which allows you to cast light at will, and any weapon that you bleed upon, if you throw it after you've bled on it, it will come back into your hand. Specifically after you have bled on it, while you're still holding it. And then...
So, would it count if she did that to her shield?
Yes. If she's holding her shield and she cuts her hand on it and she slaps it and throws the sucker, it will come back to her arm.
Oh my gosh! Watch out for the tower shield.
Yeah.
Rue was just getting more and more buzzsaws of some variety.
Fucking throws it like a goddamn You should add spikes to it. That's what you
Oh, I was like, why does your tower shield have spikes on it?
Well, I shield bash, I Captain America this shit.
Yeah.
There is also
In the clear.
very Cyril will know this as we get a little bit further in, but tattoos in Orcan culture. Why did my audio just cut? Tattoos in Orcan culture are known to be territorial a lot of the times, as well as respectful to the culture of each individual camp. So generally speaking, a lot of people who get tattoos as orcs, they don't usually get them from multiple camps. If they do, it's usually a sign of disrespect and an insult to most of the Orcan cultures. But it also means that there's a lot of territory wars too that can happen because of it. So that's gonna be very fun to explore.
I like to imagine orc gang signs where they graffiti their tattoo designs onto buildings.
Here's my tattoo sign. Da, 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 da. They like
Legit,
chisel the
the
stone.
entire group, she's the most protected now.
Speaking of Cyril, what he did was he went to Glimmer's Glim's Gadgets to visit Glimmer, the gnome. He wanted to see whether or not he can get communication between all of the members, and so he got 6 sending stones and 6 message stones, which respectively do what they say. He also got info. See, oh, I don't know what that means. On your notes, Rue. Info gathering with Cecil?
Well, you said a name, and I didn't know how it... You said Cecil. Cecil.
Oh, Cecil.
Cecil.
Yeah, I mean, I was basically giving it an accent affectation.
Okay.
The beggar kid doing the 3-card Monty.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that's what his name is. Sorry. too many things in my head. But he interacted with a beggar named Monty.
He was doing 3-card Monty, which is
3-card Monty. Okay.
And his name was Cecil.
Okay. I don't hear things properly. I apologize. Anyways,
yeah.
So he talked with Cecil about mostly the distributor as well as the Moondust trade, trying to find out a lot of info about that. He found out that some of the mules for the dust trade often will kind of, they don't really distribute information very well because they typically die if they do. So his advice to Cyril was to go find them and essentially stalk them without being noticed. Most folks in here also know who Cyril is, either by name, reputation, or just plain looks, and none of them really like him. He asked if Cecil knew where a mule was, for example. And Cecil said that he will get back to Cyril in some way, shape, or form, and then he disappeared, essentially telling Cyril that he will never appear again, more or less. Whether or not you can find him again is up to you, but he's not going to make any attempts to actually interact with you again, unless you're fairly certain if a fucking apocalypse happens, he'll probably find you.
Well, yeah. All of a sudden, when he needs me,
I know, right? Oh, there's an apocalypse happening. Hey, fucking Silver Knight, can you fucking stop this shit, please?
A little busy here.
I'm trying to find the dust. And then for Dakota, Ania, and Sapphire, you guys went to the bakery first, I believe. You guys got quite a bit of stuff, which actually I forgot to post this where I should have, so hold on just one moment. Sound cute.
Menu.
Once I can figure out where I want to post it. I suppose I'll put in lore. Yeah, I'll put in lore.
Let's see.
There you go. Bakery menu. There's a lot of things in the bakery menu.
Usually. Ooh.
Whoa,
Yeah, well, that's not all of it.
Ooh.
you're doing well.
Okay. There you go. That's all of it. That's the full bakery menu, which spreads itself out a little bit more than I expected
Whoa.
it to. But yeah, it's a full bakery menu. Ania bought a bunch of stuff. And you guys are welcome to buy whatever you'd like. Just tell me what you would like to put on there, and I will. How much money it costs is also listed there, and you guys have your money amounts as well. After that, you guys decide to visit the library. The bookkeeper was Seinan, the high elf, although she presented herself more like a half elf than a high elf. She was very meek, kind of very short as well, weirdly enough, and tried to just kind of like hide herself a little bit compared to everyone else. When inside the library, you guys found, specifically Ania found information about a spooky ship. It was a elven, what's the word? Folktale?
Yeah, it's like folklore, folktale,
Yeah, elven
old
folklore
folktale,
about a spooky ship.
heritage.
I think it'd be like a heritage folktale or something like that.
Yeah, you said it was a heritage culture story.
Ah, there we go. And essentially it was about this giant metal ship that would come about and pretty much just kind of steal people throughout the night every now and again. And they would just kind of bring them onto the ship. And it also specified that anyone who falls asleep on the ship was never brought back. They also found a book about the elder tree inside Elysian Glade. It is a holy relic for to the elves. It is the oldest tree in the entire area, said to have been the first tree that was planted or placed by the gods inside of the Elysian Glade, and is where every single tree in that forest stems from. There's also another book lady near the coast, who is the sister of Seinan. That she basically gave you guys a letter and wanted you guys to head to her and bring her the letter, whatever it was. After that, you guys decided to go into a general shop. As you guys were in there, you kind of bargained a little bit. Ania got a bag of holding in exchange for 3 of her potions, which the guy was very eager to immediately turn around and try selling to somebody. And then you guys found a magic window that was following you for some reason or another. After getting into an alley and the window became tangible again, you guys went through and you guys found a magic shop full of all kinds of random, incredible items, owned by a shopkeeper named Grimly. A weird goblin who was floating around and had magic that honestly you guys had a really hard time understanding how even physically worked. But you guys decided to kind of pin interacting with her until you guys went to the full team so that everyone would be able to find what they need in there if they needed anything, talk with her if they need to, and more or less just not get thrown into another dimension before you guys were able to all be in the same team. And I believe that's where we ended last episode, is you guys stepping out of the Grimly shop, which you guys I don't think got the name for, or maybe you did.
It was like Grimly's Magic. I don't know if that was the name.
It might have been. I probably
'Cause
said
we
something
asked-
very fancy.
Yeah, because Ania asked how to find the shop, and Grimly was just like, "I was just say the name of the shop and I'll show up." It was like Grimly's Magic or something. You could always retcon it. I don't mind.
I will.
If you have
I
a
will
fancier
go.
name.
I'll go and find. I'm usually very good at fancy names right on the spot, but very bad with remembering them afterwards. So I will go back and find what the name of that was. But yeah, so you guys, you three step out of the area. The window just kind of collapses in on itself, essentially, just kind of disappears. And you guys are once again inside of the alley.
That was fun.
It was certainly something.
That'll be exciting to visit once we get everyone together. We can go there tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Just, I don't know, let's be careful. Gave off some sketchy feelings in my trigger finger, you know.
Well, it is very strange. But that's okay. Our whole party is strange.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's fair. Was that all of the things we had on the list? Was the bakery, library, the shop, and then we took a detour for this?
Did want to get some bottles and clothes, but we can just make a quick trip on the way back.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We're going to the tavern, right? Unless either of you have places to go?
Thanks for a moment. It's like, I don't think I have anything. What about you, miss? Sapphire.
I'm good.
Then I'll just make a quick stop at a glass shop to get some new potions to refill my stock, and then we can go to the tavern.
Mhm.
And I don't mind just like giving me a price and I'll buy a bunch of bottles.
Not a problem. I believe, I don't remember if bottles had a specific price in 5e. I don't think they do. Oh, they do. Wow, that's stupidly expensive. Fuck that shit. Fucking 2 gold for a single bottle? God, no. We're gonna say probably 5 silver for each bottle.
Okay.
'Cause I don't
I'll
think
figure it
that.
out.
Yeah, I don't think that like normal commoners are gonna be shelling out two fucking gold for a silver bottle every day. Like, that's crazy.
More
But yeah, so you
expensive
get,
than the pastries.
huh?
More expensive than the pastries.
I know, right? So you guys kind of go, you get the bottles. Ania, as you go, you do see a bunch of similar ravens to the one that you were talking to with Cyril, just kind of flying around the area. There's probably around a dozen that you spot on your way.
Ania will like lean up and wave and be like, "Hi, Joe!" at no particular bird.
Are you doing this with your spell active or just normal?
Just normal.
Okay. None of them seem to really register you saying anything, and they just
Okay.
fly on past.
Are they circling as in like we found food or something interesting circling, or are they just flying about?
They're just flying about. You see like 12 of them flying all in separate directions, and they're speedy sons of bitches too. They like zoom.
Okay. I do not interact with them yet.
Okay.
I'm fine. It's just birds.
Just birds. All right. You guys eventually get your items, equipment, stuff, and you head to the tavern. As you guys get there, which I will pull up the stone mug in once more, if I'm on the right tab. It makes it really hard to be opening this when you're not on the right tab, as it turns out. So you guys enter the area, and as you do, you see Gelmar sitting at the table, or the bar, I suppose. Just kind of sitting there, and he is doing what appears to be a mixture of arm wrestling and drinking. The person across from him looks to be a we're gonna go with an orc, and he's a little bit shorter than Gelmar is, probably about, let's say, 6'9". Clearly he has like iron working arms. Like he is buff arms, and he is like wrestling Gelmar. Gelmar, feel free to roll me a just do a basic strength check.
Just strength? Okay.
Yep, just raw strength.
Oh, there we go. Of course.
You've been drinking a lot today.
Yes, we have.
Hey,
Yeah, that always winning that round.
You watch as like you guys come in and you see him like struggling and just thunk. Just dunk 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 dunk. His arm just taps onto the table again and again. It's like, ha ha, time to drink, friend.
Oh yes, this was a good idea. He just sets down another shot, placing it upside down on the table, and getting ready for another one, for another round.
You guys see a bunch of them.
He gives us a look over before the or grabs the hand and gives a one-hand gesture wave before getting back into position.
And he'll toddle over. I got you a present.
Indeed.
Like not at all.
What's up?
Not at all worried like she's interrupting or anything. And she puts a spiced meat pie on the counter for Gelmar to eat when he's done.
Aww.
Ooh, thank you.
That's from the bakery. They're doing well. Even if half of the building is still burnt.
Well, I'm sorry. And I'll be back into shape pretty soon here. Another strength check, I take it?
Yep, he attempts to get you while you're not 100% paying attention. Unfortunately,
the pie.
It backfires quite heavily on it.
Oh, damn.
Come now, you've hold stronger than that. I've seen you at the forge.
Where the pie gives you strength.
In a manner of speaking. Another round, he's just grabbing another shot off the table.
Indeed, boy.
Takes another shot, sets the cup upside down on the table, and gets in position for another round.
He drinks his own shot. You can see both of them are kind of wavering a little bit as he attempts to throw hands. Oh boy, howdy!
Oh, yeah, I think he's winning this one.
Oh boy,
damn.
howdy!
But what if you both roll 20? Aw.
But it is a hard fought win.
It's a very tense battle. You could see like the two of them like straining this time, like holding the bar. You can see the bar, like the wood underneath starts to like creak a little bit from just the sheer force from the two of these bulking men as he like tries to push you down. You almost get him all the way down before like you see with Herculean might he just swings his arm to the other side and he just slams into the bar with the force of like a hammer hitting metal.
I can see how you wound up as the strongest in the forge. Always an admirable trait. Perhaps next time I'm out with my daily warm-up, I should invite you along.
You have done well. I am quite surprised. I thought that you would have rusted a little bit from your adventures away from the forge, boy.
Oh, if only. It's hard to stay away. It's hard to stay away. So much of the past year is spent in front of that forge. And I look forward to finding myself back in front of that again.
Indeed. He stands up and he like claps your shoulder. I shall leave you to your friends. I have metal to crush.
Very well. Take care. And don't worry about the funding here. Just says looking down at probably counting up how many times he lost.
Yeah.
Take care of the tab for these.
I appreciate that, my boy. He gently walks past the group. He's much larger than like Ania is or Sapphire is, but he like very gently moves past them. And for as large as the man is, he walks exceptionally softly. Before he eventually walks out of the.
While Gelmar is collecting the tab and like cowling it, and Nia will like lean over, like, well, she can't lean over his shoulder even if he's sitting, but she's gonna lean over and like talk quietly and be like,
For someone who purposely gave away money earlier today, you sure are generous with your tab.
These weren't exactly expensive drinks. I'm not that concerned. Besides, it's not every day you get to catch up with an old friend, you know?
That's true.
Right,
You're no
right?
longer surprised that I saw it, though.
Above game, now I'm confused.
Oh,
Oh, no, she's talking about...
yeah, Ania was making a jab at Gelmar slipping everyone coins earlier to the other's game.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised you did see it. And he says, starting back. I didn't figure anyone would mind, though.
Magic.
I don't mind.
Is there concern?
No, I gave you a pie.
I'll gladly be breaking into that in a minute here, he said, as looking over her and probably grabbing one of the stray forks or something from behind the table.
Just a random fork.
I mean, I assume they probably have a couple lying around, or at the very least, I could request one from the tavern owner or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's
And-
all right. The food safe certification hasn't happened yet.
I mean, I'm fairly certain that this stuff is washed anyway.
Welcome,
And Ania
Crux.
will
Welcome.
and Ania will step back. She's done prodding him.
Hey, the side. Welcome. Not a problem. You see Brock just kind of chuckling as he grabs some thank you. As he grabs some of the what are they called? Like shot glasses, and he starts putting them away after wiping them down and such like that. And he's just like, every time you're in here.
It's a good pastime.
As you guys are kind of funneling in, sitting down and such, Cyril would have walked in probably by this point, and it's very obvious every time that Cyril walks into a room. Whether it's because the sun shade is blocked because of him, or the sunshine is blocked because of him, or if it's just because of how large his armor is, he's a very noticeable figure as he walks in. Probably maybe 5 minutes after him, Rue walks in. And by walks in, I mean stumbles in incredible amounts of agony.
The bag is just dragged on behind me, making a whole sound against the floorboards. I'm trying.
What?
Just fork halfway in his mouth,
What
Gilmar
happened?
just stands up.
Are you okay?
Oh.
Miss?
I just need to sit down. But I couldn't sit down.
Gilmar just already sliding in a chair. Or out next to the table he's at. And so she can get there.
It's also
Did
the
you get
very
ambushed?
first time that you guys have ever seen her without her armor on. And armor does a lot to hide your physique. Her arms are fucking huge.
Did you get ambushed on the shady side of town or something, miss?
Oh, no. I walked right into that one. But, no, I met some friendly orcs and they gave me some magic tattoos. She's trying to shake off the pain and stuff and then starts showing off.
True.
I know, aren't they so nice? She sure is showing them off.
I imagine so. They were very nice. Oh goodness, Ania. Oh god, we need to take a look at everything. Where did they tattoo you?
I think it was around here. And
No, your body.
Oh! On my back and on my hand.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna put a
You-
hand on her back, and I'm gonna kind of I guess, feel for the scars
Mm-hmm.
for the tattoo, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and Like, basically, I'm looking for the raised skin because I don't want to just lift her shirt up in the middle of a crowded bar. You know,
the most normal habits.
yeah, you know,
You,
nothing like the middle district.
All in all, it seems pretty. She seems pretty like just fine with that.
And
The one character
you're
in the group has no sense of modesty.
you're gonna feel across the space that the tattoo is. You feel this like plant growth almost creep across the skin.
Awful.
Oh,
Awful.
As it reaches the edges of all of the wounds from the tattooing.
You guys, you
And
actually see on her back, she's like wearing was effectively a tank top. And where the shoulder blade is, that's basically like how far it goes down and then it goes around. Where the shoulder blade is, you can actually see parts of the tattoo stemming out from it. I haven't thought of an actual like image yet from it, but it's a big tattoo. And it spreads out pretty far. And from what Ania can tell with her medical knowledge, is it's brutal tattooing. It's exceptionally well done. From the little that you can see without actually moving her shirt, you can see that it's exceptionally well done. It is expert craftsmanship, but it is some of the most brutal tattooing you've ever seen.
yeah, I'm definitely using some lay on hands on her back. And
then
are you hitting me with little wheat leaves?
Little wheats.
what you're feeling is more like it's more like the wet, humid mushrooms, like a fungus like a fungus spreading all the way
Even
over
better.
it. Yeah, it's not a pleasant feeling, except for that it's making you hurt a lot less.
It's a very soothing, uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah.
Ania will also tap Rue on the head with her staff and just do a quick cure wounds. I assume there's no actual HP damage, so should I roll?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, effectively you're just like
tap.
heal.
Helping with the pain.
Oh, her eyes closed and she's just smiling softly, like, it feels so nice. Thank you so much, both of you.
You can also see Ania, her, I'm assuming you're right-handed, Rue?
Yep.
Yeah, her right hand, where the palm is, just fucking drenched in dried blood.
I can't give you your present if your hands are dirty. You're gonna need to wash those.
Oh.
Gilmore just like looking down between her and the pie, he just like lightly cuts off the bit that he already bit off of and slides that bit over towards her. I suspect you could use something, a little bit of a pick-me-up.
Gilmore, I bought her presents too. Stop giving your stuff away.
Oh. Thank you so much for the appreciation, though.
Well, I have a little bit of news. What did they tell you about these tattoos?
Oh. Let me see what I wrote down. She looks through her notes. She sees the location she went to and the person that she spoke to and to the description of the tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's nothing else. Looks like they didn't tell me anything.
Right. So basically, depending on which tribe just tattooed you, you technically belong to that tribe, according to other orcs.
What? What does that mean?
So, and he sits down next to her and sort of like puts a hand on the uninjured one. This is good within the tribe that tattooed you. Some tribes might be antagonistic towards it. So just be cautious which orcs see the tattoos on you.
Wheels are turning behind her eyes as she's listening and trying to sound out what you're saying.
Within the city limits, there is a solid chance that you are technically under their protection.
Well, that sounds nice. So, new friends?
Very much so.
Oh, then that sounds good. I'm going to go wash my hands. I'll be back, everybody. Oh, thank you so much. She leaves her tower shield and she leaves the bag there.
Could always use a couple extra hands on the side. Just partially chewing on the bite of the pie as he's talking.
I know.
As he watches her wander off to clean her hands. Oh, that child. Every time she goes off by herself.
We probably should stop leaving her unattended.
Well, none of you should be unattended, to be fair.
I'm responsible.
Oh, you don't trust me, sir?
Is there something wrong?
There are things that I have been involved in for a long time. Things that carry with them dangerous people. And those particular people would want to come after me through any one of you.
So, typical Tuesday? He says, finally swallowing the bite.
Think of a criminal organization that is so powerful that neither the Guardsman Corps or the Tech Knights in the Middle District have been able to shut it down. It is organized and dangerous.
Like the freaking wyverns?
No. They caused a massive amount of pain in the city for a long time. And because I have been in the city even longer than that, I have been able to slow their efforts. But I've never been able to quite stop it.
Did you have a bad outing today?
Actually, I had quite a good outing today. And I'm hoping, and he starts scanning the room. I'm looking for, would I know what these servants from the inner sanctum would look like?
They would probably look a little bit cleaner than most folks who would frequent this bar or this tavern. Most of the folks who frequent this tavern are usually specific types a few farmers, usually the little upper class farmers, but they're usually still getting down and dirty and stuff, so they usually have some dirt on them or other stuff like that. Some of the forge smiths, some of the gearheads, a lot of the gnomes like to be here, but anyone from the inner circle or the inner sanctum who would be working on that would probably be more human, because a lot of the folks who work in the inner circle tend to be human, because humans tend to be the most charismatic of the species, socially speaking, or at least viewed as such. And they also tend to be kind of cleaner. So you're probably looking for like humans wearing some decently nice clothes. They are usually fairly clean and usually probably tucked away a little bit.
Okay, can I make a perception check or?
Yeah.
And it's normal.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was going to hit 8 for a second. I was like,
Heck yeah, dude.
You
The make of the dimensions and four hold before ye.
With the whole group has eagle eyes now. with your eagle eyes, you fucking 0 bonus too. You look around and you do spot that kind of group tucked away in the corner. It's about, I would say, like, I think you guys were walking around mostly in the afternoon, so I would say probably like 5 o'clock or so, and a lot of the folks are kind of hiding away a little bit to get some snacks, get some drinks and stuff. And so you see a couple inside the back corner, all kind of like talking amongst themselves, probably talking about something or another. And they seem kind of eager about it, kind of eager to talk to each other about this. They probably haven't been able to get off duty for the last couple of hours, but you see them in the booth over there.
All right. Have I had any interactions with them before? Like,
how often do you go into the inner sanctum? Would be the question there.
I mean, probably not very often, unless it's a big meeting.
So you've probably seen them because they're at almost every single meeting, but you've probably maybe interacted with them like 1 or 2 times, and probably not in the last many years.
All right. When you say tucked away in the corner, can I get close enough? Wow, and can I get close enough without being conspicuous about listening in, I suppose?
You're almost as tall as the ceiling of this building.
Right, that's why I'm asking this question.
So it would be really hard for you to be able to get close without being obvious, but feel free to roll stealth check.
If he goes like the same direction as when Rue went, he could be like as if he is following after her and then waiting for her. If
That's
it's closer,
a good point.
Because she'll be coming out. So.
Let's say, yeah, their booth would probably be a little bit over there. Probably not quite close to where you went to clean up, but probably kind of close to it. So I'd say a stealth check with advantage. See if you can mimic your way through. Either a stealth check or a deception check, whichever one is higher.
You know what? My deception is actually higher.
Hey.
Oh.
So we'll do a deception check with advantage. It's not bad.
Ooh.
So you start making way over there. I assume that you're kind of pretending to go and check up on Rue.
Yeah, like I left the sending and the message stones. I gave Gelmar his set, and I made sure that they knew to. And I'm basically gonna have the other 2 in my hand, heading over towards Rue, like I'm giving them, like I'm making sure she gets them.
Okay. So as you do so, and you get probably kind of close. There's probably a back end to it that leads into a small room to freshen up and such. So you just kind of like turn the corner a little bit, and you're still kind of obvious, but it's more like you're either waiting for Rue or you're gonna be talking to Rue immediately if she comes out. So they do get a little bit quieter, but not quiet enough that they can't hear each other, so you can hear them. What they're essentially saying to each other is they're super excited about something. As you listen a little bit closer, you can hear one of them go, "Dude, James, fucking the meeting was awesome today, man. I know you were there, but man, did you really expect that to be like going on like that?" And the other guy's like, "Dude, I know, right? I mean, we got like the Yuan-Ti coming up. It's kind of wild, man. And we got like dangers of all sorts. Like, man, I never expected this to happen in our little town, but I suppose that's deal doing business with these folks." And the other one that I don't think said his name, it's like, "I know, right? So we got the Yuan-Ti, he kind of like looks around for a second, seemingly out of like curiosity or concern. He kind of sees your shoulder there, and he kind of goes, he gets a little bit quieter, and he's like, "Yeah, so Yuan-Ti, and then we got like, got the bandits up to the west, and the king's been rising up again. Dude, everything's going wild. Yeah, I was never expecting this shit to be going on, man. You think we're gonna live through this?" And James is like, "I don't know, buddy. If we do live, you get a good cold one on me." And then they basically just keep talking about random shit for like the next like 2 minutes before Rue comes out.
Am I able to? Oh.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Am I able to notice Cyril trying to be sneaky over there?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, cool.
He's a
Nia doesn't do anything.
He's not very obvious compared to the guys in the booth. To everyone else, anyone who's paying attention, he is so out of place.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just imagining like it's that sort of thing where like you're just looking about and you see like Cyril like trying to hide behind like a lamppost.
It's like a 9-foot tall bear, just like, you can't see me.
This reminds me of like the scene from, what was it called, Atlantis: The Lost Empire, that Disney animated film.
I love that.
Remember where they, in the introduction, when everyone's running away from Milo Thatch, and just one of the primary museum admins, a larger, rounder guy, tries to hide behind a really thin tree? That's basically what I see here.
Yeah.
I also kind of feel that it's
way better in the
interesting,
woods.
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I also feel like it's kind of interesting too, because usually you think, like, I just kind of see that Cyril would be mostly hanging out with his team as like the leader and stuff. So like when he's not here, we're just like looking at him, be like, "What's he doing?
Is he okay?" Wait, Rue, you wash up a little bit, you step out, and just Cyril is standing there staring down at you.
Oh, yoo-hoo!
I forgot to give you these. I made sure. Remember how we couldn't contact the rest of the team after we found out what we needed to find out from Joran?
I can imagine. Yeah.
Well, I have two. I have two stones. He holds one up in one hand, one in the other hand, just to make sure that it's clear. This is a sending stone for very far distance, and this is a message stone. This is for middle distance, I would say.
Oh, I see. She'll take out her notebook that's always on her and scribble what they look like, and then gracefully will hold out her hands with a smile. Thank you so much. I appreciate this really well.
You're no problem at all. Let's get back to the.
You guys walk back.
Presents.
When he sits down, when he sits down looking at Ania, all in all, a very good day.
I can make it better.
And Ania takes out 3 cinnamon twists and gives them to Cyril.
Oh, yes.
And then she shows a plain brown pouch, and she opens it up and she takes an entire cheesecake out of it somehow,
my
and it's
goodness.
perfectly fine. And she sets it on the table.
With a
That's
little
for
cover
you
on
and your
it.
friend, Rue.
Yeah.
That's for you and your friend.
Oh my gosh, there's stars in her eyes. Like her face melts down to like just like so much appreciation. Like, oh, thank you so much. I'm sure they would really like it. I'll go and do that right now. And she rings the bell. She can't stop herself. She's like rings the bell.
The whole
And
cake.
half
I'm
half of the
staring at the
cheesecake,
cake. I
half
want
of
to
the
see what
cheesecake,
happens.
yeah, is just gone. It like I think because I have Sacred Flame now,
Uh-huh.
so it like burns in this white kind of flame, but it doesn't burn. It just vanishes.
It just
Wow.
gently disappears.
Mhm.
Ooh, I got fancier.
Oh, it did. It upgraded.
Spooky.
It is always fascinating to see.
Cyril, I got another
Love
thing.
always amaze me in all the best ways.
What did you get?
And Ania will take out the folklore book and hand that to Cyril.
Ooh.
It's about a metal ship.
He kind of just like starts poring over the entire book.
Do you suspect it's the same one we're meant to pursue?
It seems it's a folklore story from Elysian Glade, but it is very similar sounding in ways. Even if it's just a rumor, the rumor has to come from somewhere.
There can't be more than one of these things, and based on what I gathered from what I was told, it's been around for a while, so this has to be. There's too much. He's flipping through it, reading. There's too much that matches.
There is quite a lot of embellishment in there, because obviously it's a folklore told through oral traditions, but a lot of it does match up, yeah.
And so, like, looking up over at Dakota, and you have to go to the Elysian Glade as well, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to find books on the tree. There are a lot of books, but they're very sparse.
3
Should
birds with
we-
1 stone.
Sparse
Or was
trees.
that 2?
What, Gilmore?
3 birds with 1 stone. Or was that 2?
I would say another one. So when we was at the blacksmith's, do you remember that he had said that because he was there too. Glummer
Yeah.
was there with me. Oh, if we find
Yes.
some of the tritium, maybe we can all get armor upgrades.
Not
That
me.
would be lovely.
To whoever. Or you could
What's-
you could trade it in.
What is tritium?
It's a special metal. Gelmer probably knows.
Above game, would this be a history check? Probably. How many
Yeah.
details would I know about this?
Yeah, feel free to roll me a history check, I'll tell you what you know.
You can do it.
Ooh, I'm bad at those.
Oh, it's about rocks, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Ooh, not today.
You may not know
It's
much
about
about
rocks.
history, but when it gets shoved into your skull for like a decade, you just kind of
Maybe not a
process
decade,
it.
but at least half a year.
Yeah. After a long period of time, it gets shoved into your head. You're like, I vaguely remember that. You would know that it's a very rare material, lighter than steel, but almost as hard as mithril. Not quite, but almost as hard. Kind of in between steel and mithril to a degree. But it's much lighter than steel, so a lot of people, specifically elves, tend to use it in their armor because it's very, very usable for very lightweight but very durable armor, but is very rare, and it's only found inside the Elysian Glade areas, and they refuse to let anyone else mine it. So it's not something most people get.
It's a personal favorite of the elves. Very, very durable, very, very neat, very, very tough, and very, very lightweight. Almost magical in nature, I'd say. Though I also hear that the elves are very, very protective of their personal stash. Suppose I can't say I'm surprised, given in the general reputation the material bears.
Oh, there is one more thing we encountered while we were shopping.
Oh,
What
what's
Mhm.
that?
Me, Dakota, and Sapphire found a weird magic shop. It's run by a goblin, and the entrance is magic, and it's a window that just appears in the wall.
Oh,
Now that's a style of magic not even I'm familiar with. Or, more accurately, I doubt even my sister is familiar with.
And this is something I've never heard of before, right?
Not in slightest.
You know, not too many things are new. And that one is one of them.
We didn't buy anything, but I did ask her how we could go back to the shop, and I can try to get the window open again tomorrow before we do things, or maybe after.
You know, a strange shop like that might actually have access to this tritium.
It's always a possibility.
She said she didn't accept normal payment, though. She said she accepts favors, I believe.
An interesting, but probably the only truly.
Sounds a lot like Hattie.
Still, would host quite a few opportunities.
Right?
Well, I'm willing to go check it out in the morning.
Well, I think you have an appointment in the morning, don't you?
I do indeed. Depending on when he's prepared to get together for it.
I
Though knowing
imagine
him, that's
I
going to
imagine
be
he'll
early.
shop immediately.
oh,
In that case, he just says, standing up, staring down, a little bit disappointed at his probably still half full tankard of ale.
I suppose I should probably turn in early then. And
He says, stepping towards the doors and tosses a coin into the barkeep.
Barkeep grabs it and he just kind of puts it into one of his pouches.
well, have a good night.
I will see you in the morn.
Sleep
Better
well.
stay, sir. Tips his hat.
You think maybe we should turn this into some kind of event?
Event?
Oh, of course. Everyone loves entertainment.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean event?
Sort of like a gladiatorial battle.
Oh, you mean invite people to watch Gilmar's duel?
Yes.
Oh.
Full on rodeo.
Yeah, Nia will go quiet as she thinks about it and let the others speak.
Oh,
The training grounds has a spot for that. And
Oh.
there's plenty of space.
that sounds like such a fun idea. We should go root for him.
Right?
Anya and Anya is especially good at rooting. It'd be good.
I'm very good at rooting.
Oh,
I think that's decided then. I will make sure that I immediately make my way to the training grounds in the morning and inform them of a duel that they will be excited. No one. I don't think anyone has actually seen the Borin fight.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Do you think Mr. Boren and Gilmar will like that?
I don't know.
Borin, I think so. Borin just seems like the type to want all the excitement.
Right?
It
He
would.
does seem he enjoys. He does seem like he enjoys a crowd a little.
Oh, it would advertise his wares too, because isn't it involving that axe he likes?
Yes.
Oh, he shall get pumped up, as
Oh.
as they say.
Cute. So cute.
What are we going to do about the favor we got? We got a favor, but I don't know what we got it for. What are we going to ask the ambassador?
Do have to.
Yeah.
Oh,
We could ask her about a lot of things. Do any of you have anything specific?
Dakota just kind of silently looks down and eats a cookie.
Dakota?
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't think I have anything to talk to the Miss Ambassador about.
I'm not sure if we should ask the ambassador about the tree.
Mm.
hmm.
She could maybe get us a pass, but I don't think that's likely to happen. I don't know her personally.
She'll probably ask what we want to do with the tree specifically.
Right. We could always save it for a rainy day, especially since those necromancers are still there.
Oh. I don't think we can save an ambassador visit for a rainy day. I'm pretty sure she would already be like, I assume she has like a schedule, and if we go against the schedule, she might be upset.
Oh, they have very busy lives.
She doesn't
Mhm.
quite live here in Haven. She goes back and forth between here and the Star Shadow Kingdom.
That sounds like where we are going.
I think she's visiting right now, though.
Mm-hmm. Which we could ask for a favor.
Or perhaps transportation?
Mm. That could be useful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could also use it as an opportunity to ask questions.
I guess we can find out more when we go to the guild tomorrow.
Mm. Indeed. But for tonight, we will enjoy these wonderful sweets.
Mm.
And
Hail, hail!
Delicious snackies.
and get just a little bit buzzed.
Oh,
I will be going out later tonight to stargaze. Is there anything anyone would like me to ask the stars tonight?
No, I don't think I ever actually got the opportunity to ask you to ask the stars about what it might bode for me in the future.
Great.
Who knows?
We can
Maybe
do
I'll
that.
yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll find true love or whatever the stars do.
Are you
Oh.
looking for that?
No.
That was first on your mind.
I don't know. I just usually associate that sort of stuff with those pretty fairy tales.
Oh, the
Aw.
stars have answers to all sorts of things.
There's
Are you saying, Ru?
pools.
Oh, she was just.
Sorry.
I was just thinking like, oh,
Oh,
you think love is a cute little fantasy. I love that.
If the stars know of any more of those druid pools.
Oh, so we have to go to ones again?
Heart.
Ania will pause on that and think on it.
Those are usually associated with moon druids. We may be able to stumble upon one. I'm not sure if I can divine that in the stars, but I can attempt.
When it comes to stars, is it just like prophecies and stuff, or can you ask it like proper questions about things?
It's a little bit of a mix. You can ask questions of the stars, but you have to really know where to look, and you can't just ask any question either. And it's more than just asking the stars, you also have to listen. And a big part of deciphering things in the stars is knowing what signs mean what, like reading another language. Many druids spend many years learning this language so they can properly divine from the stars and speak with them. And if you really become advanced, you can basically feel like you're among the stars and have the constellations speak to you.
Wow.
I've only gotten such visions a couple of times now.
Well, if you're limited on questions, then I wouldn't be worried about it.
Oh, don't worry, there's no limit. It's just hard to ask certain, very specific things. It's good for practice, though.
I appreciate that so much.
And
Very
he'll
impressive.
reach up and try to like pat Cyril's shoulder, but she's like doing a super stretch.
Gets on top of the stool. Dunk dunk.
Oh, I feel like I can still feel the needles in my back. I think I'm going to go lay down.
You do that, miss.
Good night.
Oh, good night, good night. She double waves her hands and then, oh wait, forgets her stuff, comes back, takes that stuff.
Good night, miss. See y'all in the
Picks up
morning.
shield that's just digging into the ground like it's a toy.
Bye-bye.
She is not waking up before Gilmar tomorrow.
Gotta sleep off the pain.
Yeah, she's going to need to rest.
Okay. So the night continues to march steadily forwards while you guys are in the room. Ania is planning to go out as the stars start to sparkle and kind of get out into the general area. It's a very clear night, perfect for stargazing, as well as the moon is rather large as well. So it's quite a nice sight outside. Did you ask if people wanted to come with you, or was that the...
So Ania didn't ask, but she's expecting Dakota to come with.
I'm just imagining like Ania's just like walking out, and then suddenly Dakota just comes out of a dark alleyway.
Either that, or like she rounds the corner and then she waits on the corner with her arms crossed, and then Dakota like pops up. She's like, I knew it.
So normally Ania reading the stars isn't like unusual. She does this all the time, but usually she only goes on the street.
Hold on just one moment. My audio just fucked itself. I gotta fix it real quick.
Dakota shot it.
No one can hear, not even the DM.
Got the jukebox last night. Said it played a sad song.
Man, why does that sound so familiar? Oh my gosh.
That's Bubba Shot the Jukebox.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you gotta look it up, bro.
Oh.
All right, sorry about that. It should be better now. Sorry, continue.
So Ania normally goes out to view the stars, and she usually just stays like outside the tavern and finds like a spot she can look at the sky. Today she's going like pretty far. She's trying to find a quiet place that she's sure no one's at, maybe like a big park or something, someplace she feels safe. And if Cyril or Sapphire is still up and sees this, they are welcome to try and follow without either of them noticing.
I think Cyril's probably going to follow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Sapphire as well.
Ooh, interesting.
I had this perfect image in my head. You know, all those like cartoons and things where two characters will mysteriously sneak out, but the other characters are like, oh, what's going on? And just like Cyril and Sapphire like find each other, just look at each other and be like, what are you doing here?
They just
Can't
nod at
stop.
each other and they go, we're on the same target. All right. I don't think you'll be able to beat Ania's passive perception, but both of you feel free to roll stealth. It is the dead of night, but the moon is quite bright.
Well, her passive perception is higher than 20, isn't it?
I think my passive is 15.
No, it's definitely
Wait, it
higher
might
than
be.
that.
Oh
I
yeah.
was
God.
20.
It's a 22.
Ooh, can you beat it?
I don't
Would a
think you
natural
can,
I'm-
actually.
even beat that without any modifiers?
Natural
do
20s
that?
almost always beat them.
Okay.
There are only very few occasions that natural 20 will not be a general roll, and it's pretty much exclusively when I say so. However, Sapphire is a ranger, which means that she does have Pass Without Trace. At least I believe she does.
And even if Ania sees them, she's not going to blow the whistle immediately. I think Dakota might need to also roll.
Oh,
God damn, Cyril.
what am I rolling?
Oh,
I
Sapphire
don't know.
doesn't. I forget when Rangers can. Is it level up the Ranger switch out spells?
I think it's stealth they're rolling for.
Oh no, it's whenever you finish a long rest. So if you wanted to, Sapphire, you could have Pass Without a Trace on your spell slots.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Essentially,
Okay,
gives you a
just a
plus
second.
10 to your base stealth.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to.
And is that only
Yeah,
passive
I do.
perception?
Huh?
Is that only passive perception, or would like if Dakota's also looking at, would Dakota need to only rely on passive or roll perception to spot them?
If the two of you are not actively looking for someone following you, which they would have to have some, they would have to have something that tips them off. Essentially, it's always your passive.
Hey, just a second. Let me help
okay.
you.
Oh,
Here you go.
Huh?
Dakota's always checking to see if
Yeah.
someone's following
That's
him.
fair. So if you're actively checking, is against your a rolled perception. So passive just tips you off that something's there, and then a active perception, which is the roll, tells you what you see essentially.
Okay.
So
Okay, so with
I'll
that
roll that.
spell, what do I gotta do? Just add 10 to what I rolled?
Ooh.
yeah,
So
let me
I
double
will
check real
roll.
quick.
So,
That's
Ooh.
spicy. That's spicy stuff.
Very spicy. So, Pass Without Trace specifically states, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a plus 10 to dexterity stealth bonuses, and cannot be tracked except by magical means. They also leave behind no tracks or any other traces of their passage. So you would just add a straight up plus 10. Which means that, god damn, fuck. which means that Cyril would basically be a ghost. Literally just, even Ania doesn't notice Cyril. But Sapphire with a 17 would be noticed by both Dakota and Ania.
Yeah. So
So
Dakota will
I
probably.
the lamppost.
Okay, so neither Nia or Dakota notice Cyril, but they both notice Sapphire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Dakota will probably have like slinked out of the dark alleyway or something, out of the shadows, and start just walking by Nia. Yeah, like, howdy, miss. I was almost expecting you to fetch me, but I want to follow you out here.
Well, that's okay. I was excited to look at the stars.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
You wanted your fortune told of sorts, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go find a spot.
And
Mhm.
Nia will do the walking, and she will not do a whistle blow on Sapphire. It's up to Dakota if Dakota does.
Yeah. Should probably be careful though. I'm assuming you noticed there might be some prying eyes out tonight.
Well, it is a big city.
It is.
So
Dakota's gonna assume that's probably enough. Sapphire's watching us.
Sapphire just stealthing along the buildings.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So is Ania able to find a nice quiet spot, like a park or something, or even outskirts? If she has to go that far?
So as you start heading out of the area, it's not too far in order that's Gleaming Meadows. Whoops.
Wow, they walk really far.
They walk.
They just kept going.
Sound.
They
I
left
just
us
go
all
a week
behind.
away.
Mhm.
So it's not too far out of Technopolis for you guys to find a relatively quiet area. A lot of it's farmland, a lot of it is quiet, kind of small town areas and stuff, with like a house every mile or something of that sort. So it maybe takes you guys about half an hour to find a really wide open farmland style area. The nothing above you, no clouds, no forest, no nothing. It's just quiet area around you. Like there's not a whole lot for like quite a whiles away. There's obviously like foliage and some hills and stuff like that. But it's kind of few and far between. Cyril just kind of like sneaking along the fucking hillside, being like, huh? There's also like random items and very small trees and bushes and stuff around as well. Not a whole lot of hiding spaces, but enough that can keep at least a decently sneaky fellow hidden.
I mean, once
Cyril.
we're in a wooded area, I just look like branches and shit on trees.
Very much.
Spooky.
I like to imagine that maybe like Ania was looking, and then Dakota just kind of like subtly gets like in forward and starts like navigating. So it's like I think there over there probably works. Yep.
Sure. And Ania will follow Dakota's lead. Is the moon
Oh,
out?
shoot. Before I forget, the moon is out. Before I forget, Sapphire does have the Elven Cloak.
Oh, right.
Which means that both of you guys actually rolled disadvantage on your perception. And she gets advantage on her stealth.
Okay.
Oh,
So
roll again.
14.
Yes.
17, I believe that still beats... Oh, that still meets her thing. If you want to roll again,
The
Sapphire.
advantage. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I didn't realize you rolled a 1 on your first one.
Yeah.
No wonder we suck.
The moon was like, hey, baby. One is brutal, dude.
She just needs to roll a 3.
Don't jinx her.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh dang!
Oh,
either one of
dang.
those works. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so neither of us see them.
Yeah, you have an inkling of a feeling, specifically in Nia's inkling of a feeling for a second that something is there, and then it fades. And then Dakota, you kind of see something for just a moment as you're walking out of the tavern, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
But by the time you both get there, like she has her oh god, her herder, um, she has her hood up, her cloak around
Hodor.
her, Hodor, and making so the moon's not hitting her, so she's not shining like a beacon in the middle of this area. Veil of darkness around the party, her party as well. So her and Cyril. So even in what is effectively uh, broad area, you're technically obscured by shadows. So both of you are able to get relatively close without them noticing, even in flat ground.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Ania will sit down wherever Dakota decides is a nice spot, and she will at first just act like she's stargazing. So I would like to do, was that nature we decided?
I think so, yeah.
Just checking on the stars in general right now.
Yeah. Ooh. Let's see. I think it's been, what, 2 weeks since you guys have started this journey, since the first episode?
Yeah?
It took us a week to get there, yeah.
Yeah.
And a week to get back.
It's about two-ish weeks. So you guys are still in the middle of the month of the dragon, which I don't
Monarch.
remember. Monarch, thank you. The middle of the month of Monarch. So even the nights are kind of warm. Not super warm, but like a nice, probably 75, 76 degrees, with a very gentle wind blowing around. As you're looking up, the days are a lot hotter, obviously, but as you're looking up, you can see the dragon constellation in full blast. Like, it is the most obvious thing in the sky at the moment, and it dominates all the other star constellations that even hint towards being in the sky. For the most part, just checking on them, they look good. They look fine. They look like the stars do, and it gives you a sense of kind of like peace almost looking up at them. And the dragon, as always, the dragon star constellation kind of fills you with a little bit more confidence. Kind of just makes you a little bit more happy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Ania, so how would Ania go about asking questions?
To
Is
the
there like a
stars.
procedure? Yeah. Is there like a procedure to divination from the stars?
You're most used to doing it inside of your circles, kind of smaller area. So usually using like the trees around you become like a focusing lens. It's kind of hard to do it in broad area, but I would say that in order to ask questions, you'd probably have to be like channeling energy, I suppose, and then that'd probably either be. Well, let me look at your skills real quick. That'd probably be a religion check, actually. Weirdly enough.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So you would ask your question, then roll the religion check.
So Ania would first ask about. Let me think. Because I want to say something more than just Dakota's future.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll.
Is there anything specific you'd like to ask about in your future? Or do you just want, like, in general?
Yeah, I came up with a question. While we were walking here, actually. I was thinking, will I ever be truly free?
Got it.
So she looks up to the sky, and she knows Dakota mentioned the night at one point. I have it written down. I forget when, but Dakota didn't mention it. So, and Nia doesn't know if that means like a night or the night, as like N or K. But she's going to not ask with that, but she keeps that in mind as she focuses. And she's like,
"Is there a way forward in Dakota's future that can help him obtain freedom in some way?"
And I will roll religion for that.
Okay.
No! Dakota cursed it!
Oh no!
Dakota cursed it!
Oh,
So
that's so sad, actually.
so natural ones, natural 20s always say I do something special for them, and this is a very good example. This is why I love having you guys play your roles, so to speak. Natural ones is not necessarily something bad or just won't give you any information, but is almost universally the not good option, essentially. It's either something funny or something weird, doesn't give you exactly what you want. So in this case, you're looking at the stars, you ask the question, you start channeling your energy, and in your head, you feel something uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. What's the good way to say this? As you're sitting there and you are closing your eyes, you're channeling your energy, you feel an inky darkness creeping across you. In your mindscape, specifically. It's an inky darkness that crawls across your mind, essentially, before fading. And you hear in your head, you would hear a small chuckle and then a single voice that says, "Abominations don't get a choice, and neither do you." And then you would get a very weird separate voice, a secondary voice in your head that pops up. And it's completely separate, and the inky darkness disappears, but it's a completely odd voice. You can't even tell what the voice is necessarily, but you do hear the words ring out resoundly, and it grains itself into your head. A hand is dealt, two will play, one will win, but who's to say?
Nice. That was actually maybe more informative than a high roll would have been. So Ania, while she's concentrating, has her eyes closed, will suddenly flinch and pull her staff closer. And she'll like curl up slightly as she takes a moment because she's not used to any sort of feelings of that nature, at least. And then she'll crack open an eye and be like,
"If there is, I don't think it's going to be easy for you."
You see, like, Dakota, like there's, like, concern, like, with the initial reaction, and then, like, he just kind of solemnly nods, and, like, I never expected it to be.
I will say, by the way, Ania, neither of those two felt anything like you communicating to the stars has before.
right. And she will also say,
I also don't think whatever has a hold of you enjoyed you asking that question.
No, I don't think. I didn't think you would.
Ania will give a little exhale and take some. She'll be quiet a moment as she tries to compose herself.
Thank you, Miss, though.
You're welcome. I'm going to check for Cyril's moon pools, and then we can talk.
Yeah. Go for it.
So, knowing the moon druids and knowing how these pools reflect the sky.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any way actually for me here to know. I'm assuming Ania would maybe try to see like what a good spot to see the typical constellations they would like to view from. Like
Mhm.
sort of triangulate a generalized location.
Okay.
So she may try to see if she can sort of find a location in this, like, in and around the city, like a direction or something. Do you think that
Yeah.
would... Okay. Nature?
Yeah, that'd be nature.
Okay. Much better.
That work. So as you're kind of looking to the stars and you're trying to figure out like how to communicate that to the stars, essentially, you eventually like kind of get the concept across exactly. Rather than speaking in words, this is more of a mental thing for you as you're more reaching to the stars and kind of connecting a little bit. You do get flashes in your head of different areas you have been to, different areas around Harmonious Haven that you know of. And it flashes a lot from a bunch of different places, some complete nonsense, some seemingly more important. But you do get a defining idea in your head that to the west there would be a moon druid area. Whether that has a pool in it or not, though, you're not quite sure. All you know is, from what you've gathered, to the west somewhere is a moon druid's grove.
Okay. Ania will relax and let out a...
Okay. That was not like my usual stargazing, but I think I got a generalized idea now.
Very nice. Probably a lot more relaxing than trying to tell my fortune.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
No, a lot. That was a lie. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh. So,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be meeting the ambassador soon, aren't we?
Well, we'll probably visit the guild first, and then we'll end up probably talking to the ambassador after, unless we can take a rain check.
Mm. Mm.
I
Well,
don't think rain check is a term in D&D verse.
well, you check for rain. That's probably a regular thing.
That's fine. Continue.
Well, either way, we'll eventually be meeting the ambassador. And, well, as I said before, I don't think I can do that.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
I think this was...
Mhm.
Hmm?
Well, like, I can avoid being the ambassador easy enough. I mean, I don't want to leave you alone there, especially if they know how to find changelings these days. I don't think they
I
do.
won't be
but-
alone. I'll be with the
Yeah.
party. Or most of them. I'm not sure if Gilmore will be there. Gilmore might get trounced in the duel and then he'll have to rest.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I
it's
think
not.
this was more... I think this is more you trying to convince me not to go.
I just don't want you to. I don't want the elves to find you. To figure out, you know. I
To
don't.
a random elf isn't going to do anything.
It's not about a random elf. It's about the entirety of Star Shadow Kingdom. Which will also. The
I
party
don't-
will probably also want to go there soon.
We probably will go there. I mean, you need to go there. Don't you?
Well, I have to go to the Elysian Glades. I was hoping maybe we could do the Elysian Glades, kill the metal boat or whatever, and just pretend the entire kingdom doesn't exist. But the Ruse, I think, wants to go there for some tritium or whatnot, and I'm sure people will end up having business there at some point.
And, we'll think about that, and it's like,
I don't think we'll be able to go there as a party without the rest of the party wanting to go.
Mm. Yeah. I Sorry, hold on. I've lost. I'm trying to figure out exactly what that meant. I think I know what that meant. For some reason, that didn't click.
no, yeah, she's just saying she doesn't think we'll be able to go to the Elysian Glade at all without the rest of the party being like, let's go to the Shadow Kingdom.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
talk funny.
Nah, it's all good. Yeah. I'm assuming I've probably given you enough pieces for you to figure out exactly why I don't want to go to the kingdom.
You didn't really have to give me any pieces for me to figure out why you don't want to go to the kingdom.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So, tomorrow, you can just say you have other business to do instead of going to see the ambassador.
Cyril actually coughs over in the shadows.
No.
What was that noise? That was just the wind.
Guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Guiding bolt.
We're still
No
by
witnesses.
town.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I figure at some point I was just hoping I'd never have to go back there. I know that it's been a long time since I've been there. And I know
Well, you don't
Mhm.
you don't have to go with the rest of the party. You can wait somewhere, or even just stay on the outskirts and look for information.
I can, but I also don't want to be alone again.
I didn't mean forever.
Oh, I mean, I can be on my own while you're meeting the ambassador, but I mean,
You can stay with Gilmore after he gets trounced.
yeah.
I want to go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm not
Mhm.
I'm not saying I'm going because I don't understand the risk. I want to go because I need to gauge the risk, especially if we're going to be going to the whole kingdom. If I can't even see an ambassador, and I have a much better chance of getting away right now than I do in the kingdom. But if I can't get away just seeing the ambassador, I don't think I'll stand much of a chance going to the kingdom at all.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
easy to be paranoid. But you also have to listen to the logical side of things. If they were able to just find people so easily, I'm sure it would be a lot more widespread knowledge than it is.
Yeah. The High Elves like to keep their secrets. But
they also like boasting.
They do. But when it comes to people like us, they like to keep that sort of stuff under wraps so that they can take advantage of the fact that nobody else knows. So I have no idea how far along they are in their research.
Farther along than we like, but I don't think it's perfected.
Likely not. Probably would have found me by now if they already knew.
I mean, you don't really need fancy magic to find you.
Yeah. Luckily, they don't really know who they're looking for now, do they?
I'm pretty sure they're used to that fact.
Yeah.
And Ania will start to stand up.
Mhm. Oh. I had one more question for you, though.
Mhm.
Where did you get your form?
Why does it matter?
Well, I mean, I know where I got my form, and I mean, if you're willing to trade facts, you had
Ania will. Oh, go ahead.
if you can, I don't think you can. You have to have a basis, right? Unless I just
Oh.
don't know that stuff.
Oh, you didn't mean which parent, you mean me.
Oh no, just you. Where did you? He kind of like gestures to like your whole physical form. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd like
Ania
to
will.
know which one was the changeling, but which one's the what? But you know.
Ania will like put a hand on her chest, like gesturing to herself, and she'll be like,
Well, I am me. I don't really have a basis. Ania is Ania.
Oh. Huh.
A look of pure confusion in this man's eyes.
I think it's very important. I think it can be very touching to have a basis, though. I assume you do. I'm sure it means a lot to you. But I don't have a basis. Ania is just Ania. But Ania is also me.
All I learned how to do was copy. He kind of looks around for like a moment, even though he knows he can't see anyone. As he reaches into his poncho, reaches into the bag underneath it, and discreetly hands Ania the book.
Ania takes the book and looks at it.
You look at the book, and it is the first edition, not just the first volume, but the first edition copy of what do we name it, Dakota?
The Adventures of Dakota Ryder.
And you see a picture perfect copy of him on the cover, with the exception of his eyes.
Well, I mean, they're still stylistically like green, but they don't like glow or anything. I didn't really know how to do the eyes properly. I'd never seen the Dragonborn before, so.
Ania has a small giggle fit.
This is adorable.
Hey, no, it's cool and stoic.
It can be
Like
both.
me. Just, it's a better introduction into the series than whatever we got from the library. If you're just, you can keep it for now, but just give it back as soon as you can and be careful. Don't show anyone, though.
How am I going to read it? I'll cover the cover with something.
Yeah.
And I'll read it.
Yeah, just be careful with it. That's the first edition.
I promise. Is it signed?
Is it?
That's a good question, actually.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't see why not, considering it's the very first version of it.
It's the first version, and it was originally inside of the library. So yeah, it would be a signed copy.
Yeah.
You got it autographed?
Well, it was already autographed at the time.
Aw.
I've never met the author.
That's
From
not
the
as fun.
Yeah. It was holed up in the Star Shadow Library. That's
I actually am bad at copying.
Yeah, honestly, so am I.
You
And I
did it
did it well
justice.
enough. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'd like to think I did him justice, but...
Ania will squirrel the book away.
Ready to go back?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. And remember, you're busy tomorrow. You have important Dakota work, cowboy work.
Always do.
Got my
Tip my
cowboy
hat.
code. I can't talk to officials.
And Ania will start to go back.
Cool.
Dakota, like as you're going, she just looks over you. It's like, remember, the cowboy's code rule number 5: secrets stay that way. To break the trust of the one who confided in you is the bandit's way. Keep that book safe.
Oh. Yes, sir. But wait, do I need to follow the cowboy code if I'm not a cowboy?
It's more of an honor thing, really.
Oh, okay.
So adorable. So you both start heading back. Cyril and Sapphire, you guys are pretty close to one another as you guys are, I'm assuming, watching this whole thing go down, unless you guys decide to leave partway through, or...
I stuck around.
Me too.
Cool. So, after hearing that whole exchange and they start heading back to the place, do you two talk to each other? Do you two just like nod in silence, be like, "Oh, this was fucking weird," and head back, or what will you two do?
I think we're definitely going to have to make sure we keep an extra eye out for those two when we're around the ambassador and in the kingdom.
For sure.
I love
They're
the fact
definitely
that
acting strange.
I love that you're both taking them being changelings just like right in stride, just like yeah, not the weirdest
They're
thing.
weird.
They're weird.
Let's be entirely honest, there's definitely been much weirder that Cyril's seen.
That's fair. All right. So you guys, I assume, also head back to the oven. Do you guys try to get back before the two of them do, or?
Can Sapphire teleport reliably? Or
You can
does she have to use spell slots?
You do have Misty Step, Sapphire.
Okay. What's that do exactly?
So Misty Step, you essentially teleport up to 30 feet to unoccupied space. Zephyr Strike, I think, also is fast.
Yeah, and if I
Yeah.
recall, I have two Misty Steps, or is that just times?
You essentially get
'Cause I
3
got it
Misty Steps a
twice.
day.
Okay, so
So you'd get like an extra 90 feet of movement.
okay, is that just for the one? Because I got it twice.
Yeah, so you would get, one of them is once per long rest, and then another one is twice per long rest, because it's second level, you 2-level spell slots.
Oh, okay.
So you essentially get to use it 3 times a day.
How far did we travel from?
A decent distance, but they're walking, so you would easily be able to overcome them if you were like running, for example.
Okay. Sarah, are we just planning on teleportation?
Well, I suppose if you can keep up,
I'll do my best.
we'll leapfrog this. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
So every time she goes 30 feet, I'm gonna teleport another 30 feet in front of her.
Nice. You guys make pretty good distance for like the first 120 something feet, and honestly, you guys are so far ahead of Dakota and Ania because they're just taking a casual walk, and you guys just fucking blitz your way back into the area. It's honestly very, very easy to do. And but you guys eventually get back to the tavern. It's getting into obviously quite far into nighttime. So it's a skeleton crew. Most of the people in tavern are either gone or they're late night drinkers. So usually a little bit more of a rowdy bunch, but a lot of them are just kind of passed out in the corner. And Brock is probably just standing there, just kind of like cleaning a cup, looking kind of tired, nodding at the both of you.
Brock,
Cyril.
How about you didn't see us come in just a few minutes before our friends do?
He shrugs. You're here the whole time.
Thank you, friend. And up to bed he goes because he's gonna try and get the training grounds and Boren up to speed on what he's planning on doing.
Fair. All right. The night passes fairly nicely. You all kind of eventually head to bed, kind of rest up. Gelmore, I believe, would be the second one to wake up, Cyril being the first one, even though he had a very long night. You two wake up probably around the same time, though. Cyril would be heading out, honestly just hyping the whole fucking town. Just like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. But he hypes up the whole town, makes into a big production, which is nice. Talks to Boren, and Boren essentially just says, fuck it, because that's who Boren is. I mean, he was an adventurer, so he's happy to do it. I'm assuming you also talked to Galmore about it, or are you just gonna dump it on?
It's gonna be a surprise.
Hell yeah.
Okay, in that case, Galmar was out doing more of us while this is going on. Just going on a morning run.
Going on a run, why they're setting up random shits. What's this? So you go on your run, and Cyril starts setting up basically like a massive festival in town. After a couple more hours, the rest of you wake up. Rue wakes up shockingly late into the like late morning, like 11 o'clock a.m. or so, just from her body desperately attempting to recover from the sheer agony she put herself through the previous day. And then you're still sore as hell as you get up. But the rest of you guys get up. You guys stand up. You guys very tired. You guys talk to each other as you are starting your morning, or?
Sure. Rue has like a huge bed head.
Adia hates mornings and does not want to get up.
Oh.
And her usual routine is to, when she is out of bed, she just goes down and just sort of puts her head down on the table and maybe gets a juice.
Very
I feel like Dakota always gets up like really early, and he's like really active, but not because he's like actually a morning person. He just gets up really anxious for whatever reason.
That's fair. I can imagine you like pacing in the tavern, the like for hours.
Yeah. Like someone comes down and Dakota just like looks at them and then just like props himself up against the wall and crosses his arms like, yeah, I'm just that cool.
Well, Rue comes down with her head just totally a mess. But she's smiling. She's like, "Oh, good morning, everyone. Oh, did you guys actually stay up and drink all that?"
No.
Oh, probably for the best.
I'm assuming, Sapphire, you come downstairs as well?
Yes, sorry, I was doing things.
Ah, you're good. You come
No.
downstairs. Is your morning, restorative, or is it like Ionia's?
Let's say a cross between the two.
Fair, fair.
Not as grumpy.
Yeah, but not quite awake.
Fair. You come downstairs, you see the three of them. Rue seeming to be a cheery morning person. Dakota, honestly, just trying to be cool and debatable on how well he succeeds. And Nia just head on table, holding a juice for dear life in front of her.
Dakota tips his hat politely. Good morning, miss.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Oh, does anyone have sweets? She's waving the waitress around there.
Greg just hands you a very small it'd be like a what would be called? It'd be like a tiny pastry with raspberry filling inside.
Oh, anyone else want some? Or maybe they have hot cocoa?
We have all
Oh,
Maybe not.
kinds of drinks.
Coco.
Ania rouses slightly.
Coco.
Greg walks into the back for handing you a little cup, a little mug, and gives to you. And careful, it's kind of hot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brock, he's just standing there wiping down another mug. It seems to be his general go-to thing. Whenever you guys see him just kind of standing there. It seems to be a habit he's picked up over years and years as he looks at you guys and he goes, "There's gonna be a festival in town today. Have you heard about it?"
Festival?
Ania's totally forgotten.
Your friend Cyril's been picking up all folks around town, making a big celebration of a fight that's about to go down in about half an hour or so.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Whole
I can't
town's
wait
getting
for it.
on it too. We got folks from the outskirts, Technopolis, Inner Sanctum. Ain't seen many rich people go down here very often, so it's gonna be real interesting.
Elmar's gonna certainly be surprised to hear about this. Did we ever tell him?
I don't
think you did.
so.
Who knows? He's going to have such a good time.
I hope he likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's setting up everything over in the training grounds out in the distance over there. So if you want to go see him, go check him up on.
We should probably be there before it starts. Gilmore will be
Probably.
sad if we're not.
Yeah.
I should make a banner. I should hold up banners.
Oh, oh, that's a good idea.
And Ania is wakes up.
I don't
You're
have
so
enough paper to
fucking
make a big
cute.
banner.
And something that makes a lot of noise.
I got a gun.
Oh,
Yeah!
Got it going.
shoot that one many times.
I'll try.
And she'll look over to Brock and be like,
Do you have a big paper and lots of drawing materials?
No. I don't specialize in that kind of thing. But if you go to Glimmer's over there, well, she takes care of all the kids, so.
She has glitter, I bet.
Okay.
Don't walk into my tavern with glitter.
And Nia is now hyped and goes to get Rue, and is now absolutely going to make a Go Gilmar banner with glitter.
Yes.
It's so fucking cute.
Rue's just so excited. She rings her bell, and then the rest of her drink is just gone. She's like, I'd rather have friend drink it than me, and she's just gonna go.
I can hold one of the sticks and you can hold the other one, and Dakota can shoot a gun.
Oh yes.
And Rue, you do have Thunderous Smite as well. You can technically use on your shield.
Oh, thunder smite. Oh, the loud sound.
Yeah. Can be heard from 300 feet away.
Sapphire, do you want to help with the banner?
Sound.
Hey, there's Sapphire.
Sapphire,
I'm sorry, what?
do you want to help make a banner?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yes.
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 So after doing that, since they only have 30 minutes, Nia's gonna like rush over.
You run into Glimmer's shop, and Glimmer is there, and she has her usual hair, high ponytail with all kinds of gadgets, and she's a little gnome, so she's quite a bit smaller than you, but she smiles as you pop in, and she like jumps onto the table, and is like, new customer, oh my god, hi, I haven't seen you before. Hi.
And Ania will try to match the energy.
Hello, we need to make a really good banner for the festival thing. We need to make it big, and one of us has to hold one end, and the other one has to hold the other end.
Oh my goodness. What kind of banner we
I
got? We
know!
got like big banners, we got like small banners, we got like huge banners, we got like glittery banners, we have like fancy banners, we have like red, blue, orange, green, purple, what do you want?
Make it eye-catching. Make it so colorful.
I think Gilmar likes blue. Blue and white.
He has to make sure to see it to get pumped up.
What you're telling me is we gotta make a big banner, we gotta make it blue, we gotta make it white, we gotta make it sparkly, we gotta make it huge, we gotta make it more biting, and we gotta make it so everyone can see it from a mile away.
Yes.
It has to say
got
Go
you.
Gilmar.
There's usually children inside the area as well, because this tends to be the main place kids go to for like trinkets and stuff. So like as she's on the table, she like reaches over and she grabs like a bell and she just starts waving it in the air and just ding 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 very loud, and you just see a fucking rush of children like slamming through the doors, like running, and there's like 15 or 16 kids in the room now, and it's not that big of an area, so like everyone's funneled in there. And she's like, all right, banner squad, it's time to make a banner. It's blue, it's white, do we add green in there too?
Yeah, we can add some green.
All right, what about red?
Accent. No red.
All right, no red, black.
Probably not.
All right.
Probably not.
For the outline.
Green, blue,
Maybe.
white, all kinds of colors, all kinds of sparkles, and children, it's time for you to step up your game. We're going to use... She reaches on, like, she like, pops over the desk and, like, grabs something for jumping back up and placing it down. And this is a fucking tankard of glitter. She goes, we're using the big boy glitter today!
Oh.
Just fucking cheers. Like, the whole room is shaking from, like, the children so goddamn happy. And she pulls out, like, this massive parchment that's, like, probably, like, 4 feet tall or some such, and, like, places it down. She goes, time to get wild! It pulls out, like, a bunch of different paints and shit, like, different colors of greens and blues and whites. And just, like, slams it all down. And, yeah, they just start going fucking wild. And some of the kids, like, grab you and, like, throw, like, glitter onto you. And, like, yeah, glitter. And other kids, like, grab the fucking, other colors and grab Rue. And they put, like a jar of paint in her hands.
Roll my thing today.
Oh my gosh, she starts body painting.
Just all kinds of colors, and you guys just get fucking flooded with paint eventually, and there's glitter in the fucking air.
Ania does have proficiency in painter supplies.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I do want to roll an int check. And
100%.
it says, so she doesn't have a painter supply kit, but I'm going to assume I just have stuff here.
You have a lot. You have pretty much everything you would need here, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, 16, alright. You are doing amazing. You are pretty much like guiding this horde of children into creating this beautiful and amazing banner of insanity, honestly. And honestly, you can choose whether or not you want to be the only person not covered in paint by the end of it.
Is Dakota in here?
Come on, we all have to.
Good question. Dakota, are you in there?
Yeah, I think Dakota's participating or trying.
Yay!
Yes! Rue's face is like half blue, half white. she got her arms coated. She like has the paintbrush as like a weapon, and she's like going towards the rest of the group. Come on, we need to be in the spirit.
Dakota's just like by the end of it, he's just like, do you know how hard this poncho is to clean?
Oh, we can get it later. It's okay. She like makes an attack with the paintbrush.
One of the kids like jumps off the higher ropes of like the fucking walls of the shop and like dumps an entire barrel of glitter onto you, and like it floats down and just pours over the banner.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
Showers utterly clogged.
Dakota just sighs.
It was a river of glitter and paint all over, and it's one that goddamn, like, especially with Ania's just painting skills, like it goes from a horrifying mixture of paint and glitter to honestly something just fucking gloriously fabulous that just looks amazing when you hold it up and you shake the pounds of glitter off of it.
I just realized we're going to be visiting the ambassador and have the team's gonna be covered in glitter.
Oh
no!
And I don't think a single person, the entire party, has prestidigitation.
No.
Come on, that's the thought of quitters. That's the thought of losers. We had to see the ambassador like this.
I like to think that like Dakota just like doesn't know prestidigitation because he didn't learn magic like traditionally, and I think I like to think my patron just like prestidigitation is for weaklings.
That's how you train. We're past the training phase. Oh my god. So you guys finish up your banner of insanity. As all the kids, like, they've made their own tiny banners too that just all say like go Gelmar, you're the best on it.
They don't even know who Gilmore is.
Not in the slightest.
Minions! Oh my gosh.
And
It's like, minions! It's time!
Minions. And like Glimmer has she has her own like tiny like weird metal banner that she made out of like a bunch of different metal parts and gears and trinkets and stuff that just says in a very convoluted way, "Oh yeah."
Has that in several languages.
Yeah.
Ania gives Glimmer a gold.
Thank you, but you really don't need to give me any money for this. I'm happy to do it.
Oh, that's okay. You take care of a lot of kids in here, and I'd rather you be able to continue to do so.
Ah, well, I do appreciate it, but now let's go party! And they all fucking run out of the building.
Rue like picks up some kids like under the arm. Let's go!
Fucking putting them on your shoulders. You like have like a 6-person arms.
Somebody
Running
lead
out.
the way as she starts going.
Rue doesn't know which direction to go.
Oh, beautiful. At this point, Gelmar, you've probably made it to the training area. You see a fucking horde of civilians all like at the area. A lot of food being made, a lot of the banners being popped up, a lot of the area like pitched up like sitting areas, and a lot of different like logs and stuff to sit on. And you see Cyril coming up to you.
Gilmar!
Cyril, what is all of this?
I don't know how, but everyone in town heard what is going to happen between you and Boren today. So they just turned it into one big festival.
Don't know how.
Don't know how.
How on earth does something like this just happen?
Crazy things happen in Haven all the time.
You see a fucking flock of crows, or a murder of crows, just like covering the sky as they like speed past the area.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea how word got out.
Really are a lot of crows out today. Huh, weird.
I just imagine above if he doesn't know how Cyril's communication system works.
It's early morning. They're always out like this every day.
I never saw them this compacted though.
They start trailing behind like blue and green fucking smoke trails.
Anyway, have you seen Boren?
He said that I have seen him. He's going to meet you at the training grounds.
Ah, makes sense. Can't think of any better location. It's for such a duel.
I put an arm around Gelmar, leading him up to the training grounds. Him and about 500 people that are going to watch, and I'm just gonna drag him with me.
Oh no, he's following. He is not working against you. He's just following.
That's so cute.
I have faith in you, buddy. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Still though, thing is, I still struggle to believe it myself. I am literally about to go on side by side my skill level alongside a living legend.
He just says with a very giddy smile.
I know. The opportunities, right?
Cannot think of many better. I cannot. I don't know how much longer I can hold this in.
Don't worry, you don't have to. This is worth being excited for. Stoicism is for later.
Oh, my friend, you have no idea. He has his pace slowly actually starting to overtake Cyril's as he just starts moving towards it at a faster pace.
I totally let him get ahead of me. I got just this like, I'm just watching him. Nobody can see my face, but there's just like this proud dad energy.
You catch a slight glow from the bottoms of his boots as he's going.
Hell yeah.
That's it. You go get him.
Go get him, buddy. Let me do this real quick. So you manage to make your way there as everyone kind of convenes towards the area. And you do see like the horde of kids storming into the area, your companions walking in as well. You see actually, now I think about it. Hold on, let me do something real quick. Cool. Yep, all right. You would see a sight that you're not used to, which is all 5 of the ambassadors have their own seeing.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Watching the training area.
Is Dakota here for that?
Yes, you do see they're on the opposite side of the area from you, But you do see them getting set up. The 5 in question, because I don't think I've ever stated them, are Alicia, Elysia, Alicia, I think. Alicia Silverleaf, who is, I would probably say, around 6'7", so rather tall. She has long silver hair cascading down a very slender frame. And honestly, it looks ethereal just from how it drapes across her shoulders, all the way probably down to probably the middle of her torso. She dresses primarily in nature-based clothing, so you can see that a lot of it has intricate patterns inspired by the flora and fauna of the forest. She has piercing eyes that you can even see at this distance as she kind of looks around. You can feel her what's the word? Her sight on you, I suppose, as she's like looking across.
Gaze.
Her gaze, thank you. You can feel her gaze going across the area, almost like it's a tangible movement as it goes across. And then, but she walks with a very controlled method, essentially. Every footstep seems to be extremely controlled. Alongside her stands a tabaxi, that you guys would know as Mavra. I can't remember how I say this.
Myvra?
Myvra. I think it's Myvra.
Yeah.
I've written it down. I've written it down literally hundreds of times, but I don't think I've ever actually spoken it.
Just think about the pronunciation of things when you're going through, just like for your own sake more than anything else.
It's fun to make them, but after a while you stop thinking of it, how to say it. But Mavra, Stormclaw, the Tabaxi, oh my god. Ambassador, thank you. I kept thinking Chancellor. Because my brain thought of Star Wars. The Tabaxi ambassador. She has stark white fur with tiger black stripes. For in real world comparison, it would be reminiscent of a white Bengal tiger. For instance, she carries herself with grace and poise, and she wears a soft blue floor-length dress. And as she walks by, she also walks with a measured walk. She doesn't walk like normal folks do. And pretty much every step is regal, almost. When the two of them walk into the area, you really can feel as if they are like top of the food chain kind of thing. As completely on the opposite side, you see this fucking gnome just kind of bouncing from side to side. Tinkerbell Quick Whistle. She has rainbow-colored hair that you're fairly certain she dyed herself because it is rainbow in no particular order or pattern. She is a vibrant and energetic gnome. She wears a pair of goggles perched on top of her head, and she wears pretty much just simple and practical traveler's clothes, as well as just adorned with all different types of trinkets and gadgets, some of which look familiar to Glimmers. Next to her stands a human named Gregory Fairwind. I'll be posting all these pictures in the chat at some point as well, by the way, but for now they're on the Notion if you want to look at them. But Gregory is he's a very charismatic fellow. He is the picturesque handsome for male humans as he walks in with a chiseled chin and a winning smile. As he walks into the area, you instantly feel a gentle presence walk in. Anyone who wants to, feel free to roll insight as to him. Yeah, he is one of those few people that when he walks into a room, you don't feel comfortable.
Ooh, I have to.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Megan, that was a private roll.
Oh, oops.
Good God. You immediately, as he walks in the area, the first thing that you see with him, wow, he looks so fucking nice. The second thing you feel is as if oil just ran across your hands. It is a slippery snake. Like the moment he like looks over, the whole area, you guys can kind of see his face properly. It's who he does not have a very good feeling associated with him. And lastly, probably the most notable one who walks into the area is Thorm Hammerstone. He is a dwarf who walks into the area, and he is wearing very fine regal clothes. This stuff is probably more expensive than almost anyone else's clothes in the entire area. Possibly most of the citizens combined. As he walks in there, even though he is only barely taller than Tinkerbell, he is an imposing figure. His eyebrows are kind of perched downwards. He holds a cane to his side, and he stands fully straight with a braided beard. And he really does feel like someone who could kill you by talking. His imposing stature and weathered features speaks volume of a life lived among the rugged terrains of the mountains. He is clearly someone who has spent most of his life fighting, mining, or hurting people. But he seems to hold a thunderous movements. And as he walks into the area next to the others, you see a lot of the townsfolk turn to look at him as he walks in. Clearly, he is someone that is very highly respected. And as everything starts to, I suppose, get into place, Boren walks in and he looks at the ambassadors and he bows to them, and they all bow to him in kind, which is also very odd that you guys would notice. Is not customary for the ambassadors to bow to people. Generally speaking, people bow to the ambassadors because in this city, they are the highest point of power, period. What they say effectively goes. So them bowing to someone is usually a sign of great respect for whatever deeds they may have done in the past. But he walks in, he bows to them, they bow to him, he turns around, and he looks at, I assume, Gelmor, who walks into the training area.
He does indeed. He has a slight spring to his step as well as he's moving towards Boren.
Nice.
Of course, his weapon is, of course, put away.
I feel like I should have brought this out previously, but that's fine. I have a map for this, but I don't know exactly where I put it. So,
well, while you look for it, if you Cyril is gonna sort of just like pop into the middle of the arena, and he's gonna sort of do like a big introduction for the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
He just puts himself in there.
Someone just like gives him a mic and casts thaumaturgy on him so his voice booms louder.
Hell yeah!
like full the final speech from A Knight's Tale.
I mean, he made
that.
the whole thing happen. He might as well.
Yeah. 100% go for it, man.
My lords, my ladies, and everyone else here not sitting on a cushion. Today, you all find yourselves each because you are all equally blessed. You get to see the rare sight of Boren Iron Fist. You know him from the Iron Wayfarers, adventurers of such great renown that their leader himself is a legend and still living. And his opponent today, the silver dragonborn from the Ironspire Peaks himself, Gelmar Cryonis.
Oh my gosh! Whoa.
I love that.
That was really good.
Start shouting.
Gilmar is
There
just
are
down there trying to look.
cheerings. The cheerings
just
all
like,
around. Oh, you're good. Keep on.
Gelmar's just like down there trying his hardest to look serious about the situation, but it's really hard to miss how dilated, teary-eyed he's looking. Or dilated his eyes are with the tears and a wide, wide smile.
And I'm going to make my exit in Gelmar's direction, and I'm going to pat him on the shoulder. All right, friend. Now it's on you. And just... and reappear in the stands.
Ooh.
Oh, stylish.
Oh.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, real quick. Was the gun thing for like the million loud noise thing? Was that for, like just for
I
like
know.
generally things, or is the gun like gonna be like the thing to start the battle, or?
You're
Oh, I-
welcome
like
to do
fires
if you
a
want
flat.
to.
Oh, true.
You'd have to go out there and adjust the ambassadors, though.
Yeah.
Ania was more like saying that, like, when they're cheering, you can like shoot a gun or something into the air.
I could just, I'll just say like, Dakota, when they say go, let's just do the loudest thing that we can.
Dakota just like kind of like glances over to you, but he looks like really distracted as he stares up at the ambassador's like, yeah, that sounds good, miss. Very nice. Yeah.
Okay, I'll shove you when it's time.
I'll shove you.
She's not
Gelmar-
saying it at all.
Gelmar might not know the signal, but I think Boren would know the signal because Cyril's going to just grab a spear from nearby and just whip it into the middle of the arena.
Ooh.
And when it lands in the sand, that's the go signal.
Interesting. Okay, I will also say before you throw, and I'll activate this battle map real quick. Hopefully it looks good. Before you throw,
Oh, dang.
yeah, you will see, Thorm kind of stand up. So like you pop into the area, you have your spear ready essentially, and Thorm stands up. As you do, the entire, and I mean the entire village goes silent. In one simple standing up motion, the entire village gets deadly quiet. The amount of respect that is held for Thorin is... Oh, whoops. Why is your picture wrong, sir? Your picture should not be that. Hold on. Boren. Where did I put Boren? Oh my god, stop being you. Sorry, the fact that he has the wrong picture completely threw me for a second.
Oh.
Don't do that. Oh, why did I name him? Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, but anyways, so, we're gonna use Brock's picture, because I can. But Thorin stands up, and the entire area goes quiet. Even the kids go quiet as he stands up. And he looks at the two fighters as he stands. And he goes, I see before me. And his voice fucking carries, by the way. It echoes through the entire area like actual rolling thunder. Two well-renowned fighters, one a rising star and one an old friend. The path that we seek before us is a difficult one for all who are here and all who shall stay. Everyone knows the path. Everyone knows the injuries that have been sustained, both from our friend, he gestures to Boren, and the newcomer, he gestures to Gelmar. But now we celebrate. We celebrate a new coming. We celebrate the strength of a man who seeks to prove his fortune. And Boren reaches behind him and pulls out the great axe that is shining like is fucking almost silver inside of the sunlight. The rules for the battle is very simple. No killing, no maiming, and it's a battle to the one who seeks loss first. Whoever concedes first loses. Do not try to kill each other. It is not a battle of murder. It is a battle of respect and honor. Respect your opponent. Respect those around you. And most importantly, enjoy yourselves. And it like echoes through the area as he then sits back down. And I'm assuming, Cyril, that's when you throw? Cyril?
Arena, and as soon as it lands, that's the go.
Fair enough. All right. Time to roll initiative.
Oh.
Is that when?
Yeah,
you're-
let's do it. I shove it. I shove it. And
Where it says no combat is initiated, cannot roll.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Hold on. So what you guys do real quick?
Rue puts her axe up in the air, and then she's gonna of course cast that thunder smite up in the air.
Oh, it like casts it into the air
Yeah.
so it doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
She's like, whoosh.
I was not actually expecting to outpace him.
Goddamn. All right.
Dakota just like flinches and just like hesitates as he looks up at the ambassadors, but like he glances over to Ania and then just like pulls out his gun and fires it up into the air as he like closes his eyes.
Woo! And then Rue's like shaking out everyone, just like, "Whoa, get him!"
Kids
And
are
he has,
all
like,
like throwing their shit together.
And he is a little bit stun locked from all the loud noise.
Do I see? I don't know how far away I am from the ambassadors. Do I
From the
see
others.
any recognition, anything?
A couple 100 feet, I would say, and I would say you don't quite see anything, at least from what you can tell.
Oh, okay. Puts his gun back and nods.
So Gelmar, you go first. What are you going to do?
The moment Gelmar sees his hand going for his weapon, Gelmar will just quickly hold the great axe and just dart forward with a speed that you have not actually seen him ever pull out before. Calling out, "Apologies, master," before proceeding to go in with a hard axe swing.
Hell yeah. Give it to me.
For the love of God. Oh, there it is. I'm looking in the wrong menu. That's why I can't find it. Of course.
No.
I assume that's a miss?
That would be... yeah.
Well, good thing we have extra attack.
It'll be very hard to hit this guy, just a fair warning.
How's that? Modified 20?
That's... Oh, and actually, he's not wearing... I'm using a different piece of armor, so that should actually him, because he's not using a shield. Yeah, so that does hit him.
Alrighty.
I forgot to take his shield off, and I was like, wait a minute, that looks wrong. Ooh, that does hurt.
15 damage.
That was almost
Very
max.
nice. So you hit him pretty solidly in the chest, I would say. As you do, though, he is going to use his reaction. Yes, he is going to use his reaction to use one of these dies, which I have to make sure I know how they work. Hold on just a moment. I don't remember how big a superiority die is.
Depends on your fighter level.
Yeah.
We're going to have him be 7th level for now. What the fuck is it? Is it? No, it's not. It's Bowmaster. That was it. How do I miss this shit? Okay. So he hails and a D8. It looks like superiority die. Yeah. So he's going to roll D8 plus 1 for his dex and reduce damage by that much with his dexterity. That'll 4 damage, so that's not bad.
It's just a guaranteed hit.
No, he reduces that much damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so as you hit him, he uses like the back of his great axe to like smash down against yours. So it does like dig into him, but then it quickly like slams back out and blood like gushes onto the ground, and like he pulls it back and hefts it onto his shoulders. He goes, "Wonderful! Starting the battle and making sure your opponent can't get you. Impressively done." Why the fuck does that still say Arthur? Stop saying it's Arthur.
Always been an important first step. You taught me well, even if you didn't know. Oh, you did.
It was very impressive, boy. I must say you have learned more than I can say. But it's time to show you what the fans are waiting for. And he's going to essentially like lift his axe up and toss it into the air. We're going to roll. Give me something good. That's something good.
Oh.
And he is going to hit you for 14 damage. So he throws his thing into the air. Let me just make sure. Yes.
So I'm able to just write minus 14 from my current HP bar, and it should just do the calculation itself, or do I have to do that in my head?
It should be able to do that. As he does so,
perfect.
He is going to, as a bonus action, so essentially he throws his axe into the air and he cracks his knuckles. And as he grabs the thing, he is also going to, he's essentially going to slam into you. And he digs it into the side of your chest, essentially. So it goes into the metal of your breastplate and digs in, hurting you quite a bit. But it doesn't seem like his main thing that he's trying to do at the moment is hurt you. Instead, he's going to grapple you.
Oh crap!
Shit. Well,
I'm sorry. Are you starting off pretty horribly?
Yeah, I don't think you can escape that. I'll be honest.
You can get through it.
Yeah, you could try.
Is that just another athletics check to resist?
Yep, athletics versus athletics.
It would literally take another nat 20 to match. Yeah, that's not happening.
Just 11. Yeah, so as he digs into your side with his gray axe, he turns it to hook into you, basically, and then he pulls you into him and bear hugs the shit out of you. Like, he full-on, like, grips you around the waist and just squeezes you. He's like, "Remember, boy, you have more than just your weapon."
Just no words. It's just as he's going down slowly, just like stream of tears of joy.
Alright, be your turn.
So is it an action or a bonus action to escape a grapple?
I think let me double check real quick. Grapple.
Actually, what exactly would a grapple mean aside from I can't move?
Contested by a strength or dexterity. If you succeed, you subject your card to the grappled condition, which does require an action to escape. Your speed becomes 0. You cannot benefit from any bonuses to it. It ends if you're incapacitated, or if the grappler is incapacitated. And it ends if you are pulled from his reach as well, such as with the Thunderweight spell. So right now your speed is 0. You cannot physically move from him. You can do other stuff, but he is able to restrain you, I believe, on further turns.
If he wants to go for that, but that's also going to cost him his attack.
Yeah. So right now he's just holding you in place. You are still able to literally just start punching the shit out of him if you want to. But he is holding you in place. What would you like to do? You're muted.
Mic's off.
Sorry. So I am going to, or when he finally recovers from what's happening, probably at the moment of impact, he just looks over towards Boris and is like, sorry about this, friend, before giving a hard swing from his gauntlet. And I'm actually going to proc my Fire Giant's rune if this hits.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Just a straight brawl between the two.
Crud, I just realized I don't have anything for unarmed strikes!
Go for it.
Okay. So that would be 1d20 plus 3 plus 4. Yeah, that's a miss. Follow up.
Yep.
A second attack.
Go for it. Your fists are just sliding across the metal of his arms.
Oh
my goodness me. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Too bad max damage from an unarmed strike is still just 1.
I am changing the unarmed strike thing because I don't like it. Monks, I believe, start with 1d6 if I recall, or 1d4. But I like 1d4, so 1d4 will be your physical damage.
So 4 plus 1d4 plus my Fire Giant's rune.
Yeah.
Oh, and my strength bonus, I would imagine.
And your strength bonus, yep.
Does the Fire Giant's rune also get the critical?
I would say yes.
Oh. Okay.
Criticals
where did
hurt.
that rune go? Did I ever actually give a description to my Fire Giant's rune?
It's inside your fire features.
There it is.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
And it still doesn't tell
lot.
anyone. Yeah, so that is 2d6 fire damage, and he is restrained as well. And he is now restrained instead of me.
God.
And Neo
Oh,
will
wait,
shake...
never mind. He gets a strength saving throw on this.
Oh, sweet. What was that, Neo?
And Neo will shake her part of the giant sparkly banner that says Go Gelmar and also reiterate, Go Gelmar!
That will be a total of 18 damage. And he needs to make a strength save or else he'll be restrained.
Oh, natural
He's restrained.
one.
He is restrained.
Oh my gosh.
I love the idea that you're restraining him while he's just bear holding you.
Yeah, with flaming chains at that.
It is a critical fail.
Let's see. Grapple. So he is not incapacitated, so he's still grappling you technically. So both your speeds are now 0. But he does, you do get advantage on attack rolls against him. If he can't restrain you. Huh?
Lord knows I'm gonna need that.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't restrain also prevent him from doing certain things?
Creature
Maybe
rolls
not.
have disadvantage.
Okay.
Attack rolls
So he has
specifically have disadvantage.
So he has disadvantage against me, and I have disadvantage against him. Sounds about right.
Only his attack
Let's
rolls
see.
have disadvantage against you, and you currently have
Second win
advantage
for
against
another
him.
turn. I
Yeah.
want to save my second win for a second.
So-
Aside from that, is there anything else I can do to him?
That was your
Malicious
main
Mark
attack.
isn't going to
so-
help. Yeah, I really don't think I have anything that would qualify as a bonus action to use against him right now. I guess that's turn then.
All right, cool. So, what he is going to do, no, not that one. What he is going to do is he is going to attempt to restrain you in order to basically cancel out your disadvantages, essentially. So you right now have like him pinned down with chains, but he's still gripping around your waist. So what he's essentially going to do is he's going to try to wiggle his arm around and slam you into the ground, more or less, effectively trapping the both of you. So that's going to be another athletics versus athletics.
Are you freaking kidding me?
So, you guys are watching these two burly giants now pinning each other to the ground. Like, he's covered in chains and born through sheer might, through sheer intense strength, is just fucking arm barring Gelmar, basically, pinning him to the ground, keeping him in place. You guys are both now restrained. So your advantage and disadvantages equally work out against each other, but you both have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws now. And that'll be his turn. just down
good.
and dirty in the ground.
Yes, good. But how are you going to stop this now? I'm gonna breath weapon him twice.
Oh my god!
Oh,
That is 2 instances of 2d10 cold damage.
Ah, shit. He
get
is,
it,
he is,
Delmar.
he's don't tank it.
And he has to make a dexterity save to half it, but
Oh,
he's restrained,
double.
so can he?
He can. He has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, so he has to do a disadvantage twice.
He has 2
let's see.
to critically fail.
Oh, ouch. And oh, come on.
I'm just gonna roll all the damage in one.
Yeah, roll that
wait,
damage.
No, that's too high. No, not 5d10. It's only 4d10.
Come on.
Wow,
That's actually kind of sad.
it's very low.
16 cold damage, 2 in the face.
God, that was fire
Still better
damage.
than-
He would be
better than
so
all minimum.
resistant.
Yeah.
So
Don't worry, the longer the fight lasts, the more impressive it is.
I know, right? So while the two of them are just like on the ground, and Boren is basically using his entire body to keep Gelmar restrained onto the ground while still being pinned essentially with the chains and the like. Gelmar just turns his head, blasts him with cold, and cold radiates across the entire battlefield, and it's like chilling air as everyone's cheering. People are getting up out of their seats. People are yelling and screaming, and even like the 5 ambassadors are like leaning forwards now, watching like with intent, looking at it, especially Thorin. Thorin's.
Yes, the little munchkins are screaming as they're all screaming.
The children are fucking going for it, man. They are just, rah, go, a dragon man.
Wow, I didn't know your voice got that deep. And then like, ah,
go dragon man, go dragon man. There's even orcs in the on the outskirts of the seats and stuff who are looking in, and like they're cheering too. And it's like even some of the folks that Rue had been interacting with, specifically what was her name, Eliza, is standing there just kind of proudly looking at this fight going on. And like everyone knows the smith in town too. But he's holding on to Gelmar as Gelmar just fucking blasts him with cold, and he goes, oh, I forgot your breath was so frozen, but it's like the forge. You must pound the steel. As he like grabs his gray axe while still holding you and slams the back of it into your chest frame.
Roll the hit.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Yeah. He literally bounces the back of his thing off your chest. If he had decided to use the front part of it, that would have hurt way more. But wow.
Oh my.
Lowest possible damage.
You know, I will take that, but my luck so far has been pretty garbage. It won't let me update my health.
Oh,
you know, I'm doing it manually from the bar. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, it literally bounces off your chest frame as it sinks into the ground. He is a heavy weapon, so the fact that he's doing this with one hand is very impressive. Alright, is it your turn?
It's been too long since I faced one of might of your own. But I think we have a fair bit more time to go.
I'm going to activate my second wind.
Oh, fuck
Yes.
yeah. Oh, that's some nice health. Hell yeah.
That brings me up to 63 HP.
Fuck yeah.
I keep forgetting how much health I have.
You
And that was
are
only a
doing a
bonus
number.
action. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? Screw it.
I think I'm finished with these restraints, shall we?
I'm going to try and break out of restraint. Athletics, right?
Yep, athletics versus athletics.
This is not going to go well. Knowing what?
Oh. Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
My rolls against this one particular action is garbage.
You're just like, I will get out. And he's like, no. It just fucking, like, he uses his legs to pin you down further.
Very well. We'll continue for a little longer then.
God, I
Turn
love
pass,
that.
I guess.
Yeah, that'll work. So he is going to... Interesting. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I'm pretty sure he's taking this fire damage every turn as well.
Oh, is he? Or the cold
Yeah,
damage?
2d6 more fire damage. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
fire
that's
damage,
right.
though, so it's
Oh,
resistant.
oh, sweet.
So
He
he's
is
resistant to
resisting
it.
that. All right. So it's just flat 2d6?
For each turn, and yes, indeed.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, it's been a
So yeah,
couple.
well, he's... Oop.
Don't worry, we'll just classify mine as from last turn and this one from his current one.
That's fair.
That
That's
would
fair.
total up to 6
Wow.
damage.
Oh, 6 damage? Okay.
Remember, he has resistance to fire.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so he is taking the fire, and he just goes, "Ah, my boy, it's time for this to become fun!" And he's also going to use Second Wind as a bonus action. So he's going to do, it's plus your fighter level, so plus 7.
Yeah, 1d10 plus your fighter.
Ah, only 11. Oh, well.
Still, not bad.
Not bad at all. So he,
And now we know his level.
yeah, so he's going to,
I mean, he flat out said when we were beginning that this is a level 7 fighter anyway.
yeah, so he's going to, as he's holding your arm, he's essentially going to turn his body, and he's going to, essentially put your arm behind your head, or behind your back, and he is just going to straight up just punch you in the side of the head. Which I believe would be 1d20 plus...
Plus your strength. And your proficiency, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. So 1d20 plus 4 plus...
I believe that totals up to... I've noticed that he seems to have the same modifiers as me, so I would assume that would be a plus 7 in total.
So let's see if he can just clock you in the side of the head.
That's a miss.
Alright, cool.
Hey, Sin. I'm going to activate my martial adept riposte.
Ooh. Okay.
So when he misses an attack, I get to make a melee attack against him, adding in my superiority dice if it hits.
Hell yeah. Go for it.
Alright, where is my great axe?
your left hand just reaches out and you fucking swing it back.
I'm looking in the wrong menu, that's why I can't find it, of course.
You got this.
Is that a hit?
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, so that is... What is my martial dice again? My current martial dice is a d6.
Alright. Is it D6?
My current... Or mine specifically, yes. Plus a d6.
Oh, yeah, because you're, not
Nice.
Jesus.
13 damage.
Oof. You are definitely just, like, dwindling him down. As you do so, he's going to, breathe out very heavily, and, he's actually going to action surge as you whip your axe
Uh-oh.
around and you whip him in the face. Essentially, his head turns to the side and blood just like spews out before he grabs his gray axe and he just fucking slams it down into your back. Let's see.
Oh.
Does he hit?
I don't even think. I'm pretty sure he's gonna hit.
Oh, better
If he rolls
try it.
anything above an 11, or if he rolls anything above an 11, it's a hit. He missed again. Are you serious?
He missed again.
Oh.
He attempts to slam it into your back, but unfortunately, the arm that he has wrapped around behind you is your gauntlet arm. So as he slams downwards, it slides across your gauntlet instead.
So I fired again, and I missed, and I missed again.
And I missed again. All right, go for it.
Oh, Lord knows I need this sort of boon. I guess that's if he's intending to just keep wrestling while we're down like this. May as well go for another unarmed strike. And what the heck? Let's use my last breath weapon while I'm at it.
Oh God. Well, I could beat the shit out of him. Let's go.
Alrighty, so here's the unarmed strike.
Okay.
Ah, dang it.
Hey.
And that is a D4.
You are able
4.
to like turn around under him and just like fucking clock him in the side of the ribs, like going through some of his armor and just the sheer amount of flesh he has. It's not a whole lot of damage, but it's some damage.
He parts his jaws one last time to let loose one final. Well, breath of white flames.
14. He will take half damage.
Is that past it? Probably, actually.
Your one says DC 14 dex save, so...
Okay, so it's matches, so yeah, probably passes.
Yeah, so that
Okay,
does
so half cold
half
damage.
Yep. Not too bad.
1 damage.
Only 1 damage. All right. So this time, as you like breathe upwards, like you turn, you slam your fist into his side. Your gauntlet fist just slamming into him. He like tilts his head back.
The last couple flames are clear. There's no more. There's no more breath weapon for the Dragonborn.
Nice.
How do you delete the cone?
I can do that.
Thank you.
It's one of the things on the left.
It's the thing that. There we go. Thank you.
Yep. So, and then feel free to do your 2d6 again. Just very slowly whittling him down.
Wait, the breath weapon already rolled for damage.
Oh, no,
wait,
his chains.
Oh, right. His chains.
Yep. Very slowly whittling him down.
I'm not doing much damage, but I'm durable, apparently. That's
Jesus. Yeah, you are very durable. The man, he like looks at you and he just oh, what can he do now? I forgot he had a heavy armor master. Oh well, I'll ignore that for now. I'm going to go with, he would have taken so much less damage, but that's okay. God, I wish there was more ground moves that people could do, you know? What's I'm going to have him do something that he learned a long time ago, and it's gonna be very fun, don't worry. Well, maybe not too fun for you, but that's fine. He is going to go for he pretty much like, he takes his gray axe again, and this time he's going to try to like turn on the ground and pretty much slap it into your side, essentially trying to break some of your ribs. Where's his weapon? I'm on the wrong page.
Plus side, the odds are technically in my favor that it's going to miss. Not that that jinxed it. Definitely. Yeah, that's a hit.
God, almost no damage.
Well, dang.
Yeah, so as he does so, and he does hit for surprisingly little damage, he is going to make you do a strength saving throw. And we're going to say this is...
freaking course.
Ow, okay. I think it would have been a 16. Hold on, let me double check his stats.
I think we have the same actual strength and proficiency bonus.
Probably. So would that be 14 or 15?
I'm pretty sure mine totals up to a 14, so I would assume his would be the same.
Okay. Dang, you barely succeed past that. Shit. Oh, he was about to push the shit out of you. But alright, you do feel several of your ribs cracking under him. But as you know, you can feel the sheer force of his axe. He literally dug his axe into the ground to try to get more leverage, trying to get to you. And you can feel him basically trying to putt your body away from him. But unfortunately, you are very fucking durable, and you hold your ground. Or actually, I'll let you choose, because I don't know if you want to do this or not. You can tell from... especially with the 15, you can tell from how he's trying to angle you, he is trying to push you away from him, which will break both of you out of restraints.
Not him, actually. Remember, his are magical chains tied around him.
Oh, wait, how do you break out of that then? Is it just normal breaking?
Yeah, you just have to best it with a strength save. Or no, was it a strength save or an athletics? I need to double check now.
Well, in that case, he wouldn't know that. So he would be trying to push you away from him. Yeah.
Let's see. Target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, banishing the shackles when it finally succeeds.
Well, in that case, he should have been doing that twice. So let me roll. Is it athletics or normal strength?
I'm pretty sure it's strength. Let me check again. Yeah, strength saving throw.
Okay,
DC
so this
14.
is for one of his turns. He would have still kept you in place. And this is for his other one. Oh, wait, that's the saving throw. So +3. Doesn't matter. So he is broken out of it now.
Okay,
or would be breaking out of it as he's trying to push you away. So you can choose to either stay under him or let him fling you. 15 feet.
I'm actually just going to kick him. I'm just going to try and hold my ground.
All right.
I have another plan.
Very fair. So he is attempting to push you out. He is no longer restrained, but you are. You are underneath him, which means that you do get disadvantage on your hits, and he does get advantage on his hits, as he is no longer restrained. But he is trying to push you. You fight against him. You're still under him, essentially, and he is desperately trying to just like leverage you out. And he goes, like a rock, you learned well, boy. Like iron, you stay strong, even under the greatest of heats.
Just every time this man talks dilated, teary eyes. Especially for compliments.
All right,
Gelmar starts rolling disadvantage because he's crying.
I can't
this is
see.
Hero.
All right, your turn.
Hey, Sin.
Uh-huh.
So I know this isn't technically how the ability is probably supposed to work, considering I'm pretty sure by default it says it requires me to use an actual breath attack, but it says it's one of its own. Could I still trigger a metallic breath weapon?
Let me look at it real quick. Metallic
Get 'em.
breath weapon.
It's currently under my normal breath weapon.
Second breath weapon. For your breath weapons, you only get so many of them at a time, so your breath weapon would take up the same... Or it does actually say a separate one, doesn't it? Hold on.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
Oh, okay. When you take the attack on your turn, you replace one of your attacks with exhalation. So, it does count as a separate one, it looks like. But you can only use it once compared to your other one's 3.
Well, may as well go for it. I have very few other ideas. I'm going to try working his way. Not the way he wants it, though.
Oh? Ooh.
While still grappling him, I'm going to spin around so he's on top, and I'm going to repulsion breath him.
Oh, hell yeah. What is that, con?
That is a strength saving throw.
Oh, okay.
If he fails, he is blown 20 feet away or into the nearest object.
I'm fairly certain that would fail.
He just got blasted away into probably the stone right behind him.
Yeah. probably about 10 feet or so. So you guys would have heard the sound of him hitting the wood would be like the wood, like not the wood, the stone like cracks behind him. He's a big dude, and the force it would take to push him back that far just cracks some of the stone behind him. What
You just watched him just roll onto his back, saw a weird pink light in between the two of them, and then all of a sudden an explosion just hurls him backwards.
All right, it doesn't look like he takes any damage, but he is now prone. Prone.
Gelmar is just going to stand up and move in for another attack with his great axe.
Oh, okay.
Because he just blew him away. He is not grappled anymore.
Yep, and you do get advantage from it.
Alrighty.
That will hit. God, you have solidly won this battle.
Oh gosh.
Good lord. He will go for one.
And naturally, I'm of course hitting him with the back flattened side of the axe, not the front sharp side. I have more respect than that.
That is where he will call it. Actually, you hit him and like you fucking like beat him into the ground. Essentially, your single hit like flattens him essentially, and he you pull back, you put your own gray axe on the ground, and he coughs and slowly pushes himself up, and you can hear crack like many of his back and his arms and his fists and stuff as he stands up and cracks his neck, and he goes, "The winner is," and he points to Gelmar, "my friend Gelmar."
Literally just slams the shaft into the ground at his side, throws a fist up, and lets out a proud-sounding roar that you can very clearly tell is very poorly masked, very strong joy.
Shakes the banner.
Born walks
more
over.
In the air.
I am, of course, also going to, once I'm done with that pose, I'm going to cast Cure. I'm casting Cure Wounds on him. I'm actually still in great condition right now.
God damn. He won that battle solidly.
I still have 55 out of 71 HP. I've got plenty of resources left.
The dude is 15 of 69.
Wow.
My gosh.
Damn.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. My heals were never particularly strong because I don't really have a spellcasting modifier.
Damn. You basically place a hand on him.
I'm just trying to mend some of the worst damages that I gave him.
Mm-hmm. Most of which is a lot of deep bruising. Like you broke at least a couple of his ribs. But he walks over and he picks up his sweet baby, whatever I named it, and the giant gray axe. This one is much larger than your one, surprisingly. And he does pick up with one hand, sling onto his back before he walks over to you. And then he looks over at Thorben. Hold on, let me make sure I get his name right. Thorm, yeah. He looks over at Thorm, and Thorm nods to him. And you see Boren, he nods back, a sign of true respect, as he puts his axe into the ground, and then holds out his left hand towards you, and lets the axe lay down on his hand before he kneels in front of you, holding his axe up to you.
Doesn't even have a voice for words with how choked up he is. He is going to kneel back respectfully as he gently accepts it.
I will do you proud, master.
He stands up, and you can see this man is scarred up to fucking hell. This man's left eye is just a white crystal because it's so like cut up and stuff. He never replaced his eye, but it's completely cloudy. It looks completely blind. He is blind out of his left eye, but his right eye is old. But you can see a single tear forming as he crosses his arms and he smiles at you and he says, My boy, you have earned the right to be a blacksmith, to forge a blade of the greatest renown. You have been allowed by the Forge of Now, and he looks over at Thorin, and the Forge of Old, to forge a blade of the Aura steel.
Just enjoy. Stands back up, holds the axe high like it's a sacred weapon.
Fucking the
Just like-
entire crowd goes wild. They are fucking cheering. Like there is like their people are throwing shit at you, like roses and flowers. The orcs all respectfully slam their fist against their chest and raise their hand up, and just everyone's fucking cheering. Every single person in the room is just fucking going for it, and all the kids start swarming the battlefield, and they start jumping onto Borin and jumping towards Galmar and just fucking using him basically as a jungle gym. It's like, yeah, Dragon Scale Man!
While the sounds he's making are technically growls, it sounds more like laughter.
Oh, let's shoot up guiding bolts into the sky. Let's go.
Ooh.
And he
Oh
is
my
willing
God.
to burn a guiding bolt by shooting it up into the sky.
Heck yeah.
It's like fire bolts exploding in the sky. I love that. Alright. Well, that is where we're going to end it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I'm very impressed. I was not expecting you to win so solidly against someone who is your level with your stats, effectively.
Actually, he's got a level on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because I was thinking all level 8 for some reason. You beat someone who is arguably better than you, solidly too. There's not even a doubt in hell you won that battle, and he respects the fuck out of you for it.
Oh, good freaking job.
All the while, Galmar still sees him as the superior.
Wow, good tactics and everything. Holy crap.
That was beautiful. All right, so next episode, you guys are going to be interacting with the ambassadors. You guys are going to choose to talk to one or the full lot. They're all there. You do
Oh,
have
God.
a meeting with one if you guys want to just hold off for a little while, but I'll leave that up to you guys because they are all standing right there. So it's a perfect opportunity to go and talk to them. They are talking to a couple of the other folks who are around. So they are kind of sort of mingling, but they are seen as higher up, so they are kind of on their own spot. Cyril has made this entire thing, so they are going to give you a little bit of money for it that they've raised up, because that's just what they do at these festivals. This is actually a festival that Arthur used to do, my previous character, with Cyril's character. I believe Cyril used to do the same thing for Arthur.
Oh yeah,
This is
when Arthur was had his duels, absolutely.
so good.
Locke was definitely taking bets the whole time.
Hell yeah. So you guys will get a little bit of money afterwards. I'm not sure how much, but I'll figure it out before next week. So feel free to think about how you're going to interact with the ambassadors, and then you guys will also be invited to talk with the guild hall as well, because they said they had a mission for you after you were done talking to the ambassador. And after that, we shall see where you guys go. As always, feel free to let me know if there's anywhere in particular that you guys want to go within the near future. I do forget a lot, so if you guys have anything that seems like it should be coming up or seems kind of pressing, feel free to remind me. Be like, hey, this is something that might pop up in the next 5 or so sessions. Just want to make sure you remember it so you can include it if you want to. Stuff like that. Always happy to include it. I just forget a lot, so always happy for reminders. We are going to be doing a raid today because I believe one of my friends is streaming right now. So we're going to pop over to...
Ozzy's doing Dead by Daylight right now.
Yeah, it was Wazzy. I don't ever get to raid Wazzy because Wazzy is my Australian folk. But he's doing he's continuing his subathon because the insane man decided that 24 hours was not enough. And so he was doing a subathon, or slothathon as he calls it, because he is an Australian sloth, if you guys want to see him. And he got all the way up to 56 hours, I believe, on his 54 hours, I think. And so he's attempting to finish that, or attempting to knock down that number a little bit. So we're going to go over and check out Wazzy, because I almost never get to raid him, and I'm very excited to be able to do so. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, feel free to grab that very first one, the Library Spirits Come. If otherwise, feel free to grab that second one. And if you guys are new to the chat, we do have a bunch of different socials, including our Discord and our YouTube. So our Discord, so you guys can talk to us, see all the different links we have, as well as what events we're doing throughout the days. And our YouTubes are our VODs channels for all of the videos that you guys may have missed for the previous episodes, so you guys can kind of see how the group has connected with one another, or, you know, context on some of the other situations, and one of VODs for all the spooky games, or the regular games when we're doing. We're going to be doing a spooky month, so tomorrow we're actually going to be playing Five Nights at Freddy's with Colty, so tune in for that. But for now, we're going to do a raid, so hopefully you all had a wonderful time, and we will see all of you fine folks next time on Friday at 7 p.m. PST. We do it every single week, and we'll see all of you fine folks there. Thank you for joining. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.